you start.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the God Mode channel. I am your host, Jaso / the DMGM / the Wizard. We are back after a week hiatus because a hurricane blew through all of us. Back with more Lucent Odyssey, our open-ended Oregon Trail style D&D campaign. This is session 9. Happy to have everyone back. Who else is joining me on this fine Friday evening?
Hello, I am Luke, and I am playing
Lincoln.
Oh, I love to hear it
And
again.
Lincoln is a warforged ranger from the Feywild, Fey Wanderer.
What's up, everyone? My name's Kevin, and I'm playing Time.
This is me whenever I smoke.
The gag never gets old. You just hold it until somebody tries to break the silence. Then you interrupt them.
What's up, everybody? My name is Slim, and I'll be playing wonderful one and only bugbear rogue Uncle Jimmy.
Hey, I'm Kyle. I play Professor Bach, Furball Alchemist, Artificer. Yep, I read that right. Circle of Moon Druid, Dean of Natural Sciences at the illustrious Bravasatan.
Hey guys, it's your girl Amanda, and I play Opie, a little frog boy swarm keeper ranger.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. I play a Forte. I'm a dwarf mechanic sent here to take care of the cart as we travel through our illustrious cradle.
Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you all remembered because I've forgotten how to play this game. I never figured out any of my internet issues, so if you're watching and midstream things cut out on you, don't worry. Just give it a minute or two. Go grab yourself a drink, go take a big dump, and come right back, reload, and we should be back on. Let's keep that viewer engagement high. A big thank you, as always. I do it every time, but she did amazing work. Thank you to Amanda Otten for the wonderful, beautiful character art for this campaign. That is her handle over on Twitter. Go give her some love. See if she got some commissions open if you want to get your own art for your own campaign in the future. Of course, we're starting an hour earlier. We're at 8 p.m. now. We're running at 9 p.m. Eastern time for the longest time, but we get to start an hour earlier, which is really awesome. So happy to be able to run this a little bit earlier in the day for everyone. Next week, I'm doing a giveaway on stream. You all may have seen early on in this stream on Lucent Odyssey that we were giving away a specific, I think I needed it. I don't know how to get bigger here. Hang on. I'm actually going to switch screens here so you can see it better. Here, take a look. We're giving away, I forgot about the green screen. You can't see much of him, but it's another Baglin. He is hiding in his dice bag, which is, it's a beautiful color of green, but it's unfortunately colored green, so you cannot see it. But yeah, we're giving away another Baglin. We're giving him away. Yeah, Amanda's got her Baglin. Hang on. Let me switch back over there so you can show it off, man. Hang on.
I didn't realize it had a body.
We want on screen, Amanda.
Yeah, pull him out, Amanda. Yeah, he's his own little goblin guy. He just hides in the dice sack. So not only do you get a cute little dice sack, but you also get a little goblin character that hides inside. So make sure join us next week as we give away a new version of those. Hey, Bae, what's up? Mama Bear, hello. Discordian, hello. How's everybody doing? Very Halloween themed, yeah. Yeah, they're very cute. Bae, happy to have you, Bae. Tisa makes these little baglins, so she does an amazing job. She's doing great on those. And we'll be giving away one next week, and I may have more stuff from her to give away in the future too. So in the meantime, if you want to interact in other ways in the channel other than the giveaways, we have Twitch channel points. Do +1s to people's rolls. You can buy the new elated or forlorn condition. And there's only a couple days left for this new challenge, the community challenge, the 3rd supply drop. You'll see that down at the bottom left of the chat. See how many Twitch channel points you have. Try to buy that for the party. We're very close, but we haven't met that goal yet. Whenever we meet that goal, that'll be locked in, and we will give that out to folks next time we play. It's 95% complete. There we go. 48,000 points set of 50,000. So make sure and get in there. Donate your points. I think you can donate like 2,000 every time. Get those points in there. We also use stream stickers. We have a whole lot of homebrew rules that we use for this specific campaign, but I cannot answer all of your questions in chat because I'm spinning 1,000 plates. You can always see, I'm just going to call it the floating log from now on, here somewhere on the screen that will show you a variety of different Twitch chat commands. There, the floating log. Always keep your eyes on the floating log. It'll show you Twitch chat commands that'll help you sort of learn more about the campaign, see what the supplies in the wagon are for the group, see the homebrew rules that we use in terms of travel and stuff like that. So make sure and keep your eyes peeled for that. Hey, I also run D&D games. I have one more seat on Thursday if anybody wants to get on a homebrew spelljammer campaign, taking people level 3 on all the way through 10 plus. Also, I announced it earlier this week on chat, but I am building a mixture of Dungeons and Dragons and monster catching that we are going to be running here on the channel, and you in chat will be the players. So I'm very excited for that. More news coming soon. I had that epiphany sitting in my underwear with no power last week when the hurricane rolled through, just kind of generating little critters on my phone. So we're going to be continuing to build the rules out for that and kicking that off here pretty soon. So come join me, help me craft the rules, and then come play in the game with me. It'll be a lot of fun. That's it for my announcements. If I don't talk to you much during the stream, if you raid or talk in the chat and I miss it, sorry. I'm just trying to pay attention to the 3,000 rules that I've created for myself for this specific campaign. So sorry if I miss it. Inspiration. Looks like a lot of you all, I think because of the whole situation that was happening last time, it was a situation where everyone was trying to use some inspiration to save their dwarven friend. So let me hand out inspiration as for those of you on the stream, I play our intro. We'll be right back, everybody.
Disagree.
Yeah.
I think there's probably something we can get now, regardless of what
We're
the other
about
half.
to reveal the map. Let's just reveal the map and then get the upgrade.
Hey, don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling, you're yelling.
I took my turn out of chess because I thought you were playing along, but then I realized you were making a salient point, and I felt bad.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much, Discordian. I think it was you who tipped us over for that supply challenge, so thank you. That puts us at the goal. So next week, starting things off, the party will be receiving 10 random but useful items from a supply drop, so thank you so much.
Yes.
And Tisa bought Opie a +1, so don't forget that. Bailey says dragon.
Fuck you, Bailey.
We miss you, Bailey. Let's see here. Let's get some rolls in the Roll20 to see who wants to give the recap from million weeks ago, so that you can fill the party in and me in on what
it's
happened.
me!
Oh no! Oh,
Finally, it's happened.
I'm sorry
Finally.
you can't see the Roll20 chat, Bay. Looks like
So-
Luke, you finally had to pay.
It's
for
because
his-
Bailey's fucking
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that means I'm winning the bet so far. I said at
Hey,
least one.
I ain't see everybody roll yet.
This is
I
true.
think I gave recap
I wasn't
last
here last session, so yeah,
Okay.
You're never here any session. Make something up.
I know half of what happened. I don't
All
know
right.
what happened after you finished.
Fuck you, Forte.
I don't know what to say. I just am so good at talking. It's crazy.
All right,
He's
hang
feeling
on.
spicy tonight.
Where's
That's spicy.
It's because
It's that
Bailey's
log
here.
cabin air. So-
where's my narrator voice? Yeah, here we go. So,
Luke, what happened last time on Lucent Odyssey?
That was good.
There
God, I love the new
was
voice changer.
the Slumber Lagoon, and our attempt to rescue our friend, Forte, from a mirror dimension. Eventually, I was able to resurrect my dead comrades by stabbing them. It was very fortuitous. With them in tow, I went to the lagoon and plunged into its depths. It didn't work. It was a bad idea. But, nevertheless, we were able to lead Forte back to the lagoon on his side. And when he came through, he was free. We found the large killable beast and decided to take it with us, luring it with tubed meat rather than slaying it for meat of its own. I am not certain why this happened. After this transpired, we went to the unhallowed tomb, where I thought I would find friends, but instead, there was only scanty undergarments and a flesh-colored rod. A disappointing exhumation of the tomb. At which point we decided to return to the Helper's Hand Guild, and the latent energies from the Radiant Well took their toll upon my form. I barely survived, and now hang on by a thread. But my comrades are alive.
thank you so
that's
much.
the end.
Appreciate that. Good job, Lincoln. Yeah, so a couple things real quick. You all ended the session at the Helper's Hand Guild, and we just very quickly turned in some of the quests that you'd been compiling over the several sessions that we've been doing since the campaign started. So you turned those in, got some spending coin, and some of you also have a couple afflictions to you. I think Lincoln still has a couple bits of exhaustion.
Lincoln needs 3 days of rest.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Lincoln's got some 3 days or just 3 long rest periods.
Well, that is 3 days because you can only take 1 long rest per
Oh,
24-hour period.
Uh-oh. Lincoln's a
reason
little
we can't-
tired.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
And that's not even going to like take him back down to 0. That's just going to get me in adventuring shape.
Yeah, I
So-
see no reason we can't rest for 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like we have to.
Totally.
Really.
I don't think there's any problem with that.
Yeah.
I think also it was Uncle Jimmy that also is dealing with some boils, some blisters still on his face for a couple
Yeah,
days.
it'd be good to rest.
I
Hey,
think
Jason,
after. Yeah, what's up?
did you put out of stock on the +1s and stuff?
No, shouldn't have.
Mama Bear said she couldn't buy one. Just wanted to let you know.
Oh.
Sorry.
So that's okay. So yes, and then who was it? I think Forte. Were you the one who like dug up the pile of bodies and got the forlorn condition?
I did, but my very next
yeah.
check did have the 4 on the D4 roll, so it was cleared.
So you're cleared. Okay then. Very
Yeah,
good.
don't stay in bad spirits for very long. That's one thing that you have to be when you're an adventurer.
Awesome. So yes, looks like some of you are a little afflicted, others aren't. Thank you, Mecca, for the follow. Appreciate that. And thank you, Mousy, for the sub. Appreciate that. Let me really quickly take a look at these. A redemption cooldown time 2. Limit redemptions per user per stream. Okay, looks like max individual redemptions per viewer per stream. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. It may just be a situation where you have to wait to give out more +1s, Mama Bear. I think I have a cooldown on the timer, so you can't just like shit them out 400 at a time. So give it a minute or two, and you should be able to use more. Bailey says she has redeemed the elated or forlorn condition. She says give it to Luke, but it goes out to someone random. Somebody in chat. Give me a. We're gonna go by Windows here.
Yeah,
Luke is. We're gonna start.
Bailey, my character's almost dead.
We'll go. Here's what we'll do.
Why you do this?
Nick is 1, down to Kyle to 3, and then Kevin is 4, up to Luke is 6. Someone roll a d6. And,
Y'all motherfuckers
actually,
better not get boxcars on.
Actually, hang on.
Point D6 in the chat.
I was gonna say, Bailey, do exclamation mark roll and then space 1d6. You have to choose who gets this.
Well, it's elated or forlorn. Can we get an elated?
It's completely random.
It's
a
random,
random
yeah.
person and a random condition.
I'd just like to point out that I'm number 1. I did not get special treatment, but somehow I always end up in number 1 spot.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Bay, do exclamation mark roll space 1d6.
Do it.
Bailey says, no, I eat the 10k. You can't choose. You bought it.
No take backs.
No take back.
Part of the cards.
Oh, that was just an example.
Yeah, there you
Roll
go.
7.
Do what Kevin did.
I don't put the parentheses. I didn't think it would roll if I put the parentheses on it. So I think that's why it rolled a 7, because that's obviously.
Kevin with loaded dice over here.
I think it's just because I put the parentheses. I was just trying to do an example. See? Yeah, it worked that way.
All right, it's a 1. It's Nick. Now, Bay, do the same thing, but a 1d2. 1 is elated, 2 is forlorn.
It's Kevin that rolled the 1.
Yeah, the
Bailey,
1 was me. That doesn't count. Bailey
rolled a 5, so that's slim.
That's slim. Okay. And then give me a roll 1d2.
1.
Rolled a 1. Okay.
Elated, right?
Slim's character, Uncle Jimmy, is elated. Having returned to the Helper's Hand, back in the relative safety of some form of civilization, you feel better for it, Uncle Jimmy, despite still having sort of a face and body covered in these blemishes received from the Radiant Well, and you are elated, meaning that every save, ability, skill check you roll, you're going to add a 1d4 unless you get a 1 on it, in which case it ends. Until then, you just keep that. So congratulations. There you go. Thank you, Bay. It turned out for the better, Bay. Now you know. Okay. And yes, now you guys know, chat, you can roll whatever dice you want. So, yeah, you guys had returned back to the Helper's Hand, turned in some quests. I know it's been a long time and we kind of quickly wrapped up last time. There appears to be a couple new missions on the quest board relating to this region, should you want to check them out. Also, you should have a certain amount of gold on hand. You know that there is a wagon repair shop and things like that. I don't know if we covered how much harmonic flux everybody may have received from turning those quests in last time, but Amanda, if you would please add 10 harmonic flux points to the total, whatever it is currently, and let me know what that makes it.
I really feel like I already added those.
If you did, then yeah, then we'll that's fine.
Maybe.
But
Shut up.
Maybe not. Actually, I don't think I did. It looked like I added 7.
Yeah, that may have been
Last
from
time.
like a monster fight or something. Yeah, add 10 to it, and then let me know what the total is. 'Cause I
We
don't
have
think
84.
yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, I feel like we should be mid-80s if I was keeping track of the numbers.
All right.
And we know how much
And,
Kyle.
Shut up, Kevin. I'll fight you.
With that, you guys know what you can do at the Helper's Hand. Ask me if you have any questions. Otherwise, the ball is in your court. You have returned. You find yourselves in the courtyard, having turned in your wagon to the stables. You had switched your current mount for the Phytan, the plant creature, which is now strapped in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you feel like you're in the relative safety of the Helper's Hand. You know if you want to rest for a period of a day, it is 5 gold from each of you, but you will be able to rest here at the Helper's Hand in the relative safety and comfort of a soft bed here at the quarters. So the ball's in your court. What would you like to do?
I like that Lincoln has to now lie in a soft bed.
My life force ebbs. I need the silken embrace of a feathered mattress.
The only restored.
Yeah, guys.
No, he meekly gathers enough strength to plunk down 15 gold on the counter, takes a bundle of thread and a bunch of spare bones, and locks himself in a room for 3 days.
What a weird assortment of things. Bart will knock on the door. Hello, Lincoln. I'm going to try and find a healer for you.
I just need time.
We must be carrying on as well. We will look. I don't think we'll find the answers here, but
Time!
very well.
Maybe we should just let him rest, Professor. He seems really grumpy.
I pull out the uncommon or the common item that we started with. It's a magical rod that makes flowers grow. So just flowers start growing in Lincoln's room. Very well.
He doesn't know what
Enjoy
that
this.
means.
Enjoy this restorative powers of nature.
Everyone needs time.
Did you say time or tine?
Very well.
I-
dude.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I posted it in chat. So for summon beast, I need a feather, tuft of fur, and a fishtail inside a gilded acorn worth at least 200 gold. I'm guessing that I only need 1 acorn and then I can cast this as much as I want.
The hell?
Right?
What is this?
Yeah, it doesn't say that it consumes it, right?
Yeah.
No.
Then yeah, you just need the one.
You just
Okay, cool.
roll this shit around in your hand as you do it.
Can I find a gilded acorn around here, Jason? Worth at least 200 gold?
Yes, if you're at the helper's hand, I'd say it's probably difficult outside of this building, but here, yes, if you have 200 gold to spend, you can get the ingredients for this shit.
I don't, but
You dip into the party's coffers.
I can watch some movies.
We have to have either gold in the cart from the quest rewards, or we all just split a whole bunch of money. Like,
I mean,
we can pool it to get.
acorns are edible. It's totally makes sense that Tyne may have acorns in his pelts.
You don't have a gilded acorn.
Yeah.
Gilded
Gold in it.
Maybe can we get it gilded here?
It still costs 200.
Yes, for 200 gold pieces.
Oh, shoot.
Do the chickens have large talons? Like,
Well, how much collectively do you all have gold-wise? You got a good handful last time for this quest.
113.
Opie has 100, and we have 240 in the cart.
Ew.
And what is it for? What does your gilded acorn do?
It's for my summon beast spell.
Summon beast.
It's okay. Maybe I'll just keep an eye out for gilded acorn on the trail.
That's not gonna happen. You should try to get it here.
Yes, Opie, I will give you some money.
Is there an acorn? Like, where is it? Is it in a shop?
There's we'll say kind of like what Kevin was saying. There's no, like, they're not just selling gilded acorns, but they understand that magic users come through here. So there's like a special merchant who is trained in procuring and creating components for spells, and will gild an acorn that you bring them for 200
Apparently,
gold pieces.
I need this as well. Again, I forget about components. I'm sorry.
Kevin?
Okay,
Components are
everybody
dumb.
does. Everybody forgets about them.
It's like I
Components
should
are
look.
dumb.
Components.
Forget them unless there's a GP value. That's the only thing I look at.
I have a component pouch. Doesn't that count? As
Or
all
everything
No.
that doesn't have a GP value.
Yeah, if it's got a gold value, you gotta spend the golds.
Oh, how much is a component pouch? Can I find one of those around here, Jason?
It's-
Absolutely, yeah. It's pretty cheap, I think, right? It's like 10
They're like
gold or
25 golds.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not-
25
not
golds.
terribly expensive.
Okay.
If you're a ranger, you should have a spell focus that takes up for the components pouch for anything that isn't, like they said, doesn't have a gold value.
I
So you should
actually
look at it.
I actually don't think rangers start with a arcane focus or whatever they need to use to cast spells.
Well, I mean, I think
I
you
didn't
get
start with
spells at
anything.
like 2nd or 3rd level, so they
Yeah.
should have one at that point. Like if you're coming out at like level 3 or 4.
Yeah, but this is a moot point because it does. None of this replaces the acorn.
No, for sure.
Well,
Just saying that you wouldn't have to get a components pouch then.
I'm still gonna get a component pouch for 25 gold because I need a bit of web for my web spell. So
There you go.
I'll just go ahead and get one.
Web.
Get that web.
Mecha says, won't someone please think of the components? No, Mecha. We will continually forget about them.
Components are dumb.
They are dumb.
Oh, they're
They are
fun.
dumb.
No.
No, they're not, Kyle.
They're awesome.
No one agrees with
Slim said yes.
Okay. Opie buys himself a component pouch.
I can contribute about 40 gold to somebody buying a gilded acorn.
Could we share the acorn?
You-
Like, could she use it and then just pass it to me?
If it doesn't say consume, then technically
Fuck
you
yeah.
could.
Do you need a gilded acorn too?
I have beast. I have that exact same spell. That's why you said that. I'm like, oh, I should.
Oh my
I'm like, I think I have that spell. Lo and behold, I do.
Puff,
I
puff,
have-
pass.
I haven't decided which side of the spell casting I'll be on, so I'm just offering money to move us along.
I mean, to be fair, I think you're all nuts, and I think you usually need 2. So if we need to get 2, we can get a second one, and you want to pass. But I don't know why. I'm super happy right now. I'm just elated to be here. Here, both of you take 20 gold. I'm putting 15 on the counter. Everything's bumpy and burns from that damn well. I'm gonna go crawl into bed. Bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, so,
Jimmy out.
guys, let's not spend all of our money on fucking acorns
No,
because we
just
need to
one.
buy upgrades too.
This is personal money, not
Maybe.
the upgrade money. It's
Yeah.
separate.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that
Because I don't really.
you guys could literally trade it amongst one another if you wanted to, as long as
Okay,
you
cool.
have it on your person when you use the
Yeah,
spell that needs it.
Tyne has
Just-
5 gold. I put all the rest of my gold into the pot.
They
Yeah, I have like no gold.
should
Okay.
just crack it down the
93
middle.
gold.
Just crack it down the middle
That's
and
why I'm
wear
like
it.
51, if at all. Like, yeah.
With Jimmy's 20 gold, I still only have 93 gold.
What? And 40 from Bark is offering 40 for it. So we're still
Okay, so we have 130
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, we can't do it right now.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna need wagon upgrades anyway. It's okay, guys. We can just maybe somebody will have an acorn.
Put this
Nature
away for us, shopkeep. We'll be back.
will provide.
It might.
Okay. What's the quest on the quest board?
Yeah. With the quest.
Couple quests on the quest board. Get ready to write these down. There is a message on the quest board written by the nearby muses here that take part in keeping the Helper's Hand here operational, mentioning that there is some form of roadblock below what they've called the Valia statue, the one that you can see on your map. So a hex below the Valia statue. They have been mentioning that travelers have been saying that it is some type of roadblock. They say that people have been seeing strange floating orbs there and they need them cleared out. That would be a reward of 25 gold pieces apiece.
We could use some gold.
There's also another one here that mentions a supply delivery. One to the Immolated Hilltop, one to Nightfall. Delivering supplies to Nightfall would garner everyone 25 gold pieces and would take up 25 pounds of room in your wagon. And it is doubled for the Immolated Hilltop. 50 pounds needed of like food and supplies and water and stuff like that for those that are trapped up there, but 50 gold pieces to each of you. All you got to do is drop the stuff off and you get the payment. You don't have to return back to the helper's hand for the deliveries.
You would not be traveling far from there.
I mean, if we're heading to
It's
the new lands, it's that direction.
same direction. Let's do it.
Shopkeep, we will take this quest. I mean, Mr. Pinboard, we will take this. I don't know who I'm announcing this to.
No, you don't.
Professor
He's just
Barker,
talking.
yeah, he rips this paper off of the scroll off the quest board and just announcing this out in the middle of the open as other traders and merchants just continue about their business around him.
I'll take the case.
Well, we might as well do the other one too,
We
though.
can do both,
Statues
yeah.
right there, yeah.
Where's
have-
that? Oh,
we have
Nightfall's on the way.
both.
Okay, yeah, they're both
Yeah.
on the way.
We have space for both.
Nightfall didn't trigger a memory.
I'm saying the roadblock one though. That's the statue right there,
You can do that
right
too.
to the east of us. Yeah.
Haha.
Use the gold.
Is that it?
That's it currently.
I have a question. If we do these quests, is there like do we have a feeling that there's another Helper's Hand Guild area besides just this one? There's one like deeper in, maybe?
There's one. It's a green circle on the next part.
There's one in each region, and yes, upon completing the Radiant Well in this area, you get alerted by the muse in the current region you're in on where to go for the next one. So it's the green circle on the map.
Okay, so if we take a quest for like the roadblock one from this one,
You can go
do
to
we have to-
you can go to Any's Helper Hand and get rewarded.
and turn it
for
in. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Okay, cool.
And we can deliver Wilbur on the way too. He goes to Nightfall, doesn't he?
Wilbur's
No.
already been returned.
Yeah, he's already
Oh.
been returned.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
we
was on
did
the
that.
map, so I wasn't sure.
Well, yeah, we kind of wrapped things up quick last session.
Oh.
But yeah, he's been delivered. You guys got the goodies for that, so no worries
The
about that.
filthy meat beast.
That one, yes. Alright, so I guess now
feel
we're
like
just ready.
Wilbur. I miss him already.
Do you guys think we need any food or anything? I could go foraging while we're here.
We could probably use some. We have 23 pounds of meat, and we're out of berries, and we have 4 pounds of fish.
Go foraging. And what? Like it takes like 2 hours, right? You said, Jason?
Yeah, if you guys are hanging out here for 3 days, that would be a lot of time to forage if you're looking to gather supplies.
How's our cart looking repairs wise? Do I need to work on the cart while everybody's doing everything else?
Quite a few people spent time. I know it's been a little while. Quite a few people spent time as characters fixing the wagon after you left Lasir because it was in bad shape. So without a check, just glancing at it, it looks like it's in pretty good condition right now.
Jason, I just tried to look at the adventure supply shop, and it says their website can't be found.
Oh no.
Oh, let's take a look here real quick. Adventure shop. Hang on just a second. It's redirecting me. I mean, if it doesn't pop up, then... Oh, wow. Did they take this site down? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah, looks like the whole site went down.
That's awesome.
maybe it was based out of that retro games museum down there. It's just not online anymore.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the hurricane fucked some shit up. I mean, the adventure shop would have most of the what you'd find in a typical adventuring, shop. So if you have something specific in mind, that you could find in a standard adventure shop, it's probably here.
I can't think. I need to see the list.
There's
Can you guys think of anything?
Yeah.
Is there anything in D&D Beyond we can pull up?
Now, if you go, you can use the rules tab in Roll20 for the old shopping lists and kind of base it off of that.
Here we go. Adventuring gear merchant.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool.
Everything but food. Or rations,
y'all-
I should say.
Y'all don't wait on me. I'm just gonna look this over.
Oh, well, maybe we get a little bit of insight about the next region. Can we ask people, the muses perhaps, if they can tell us anything to be expected of the next region?
Speaking with the muses, Professor Bark, as you step back inside from sort of the hustle and bustle of the outside area, you still find Ilanalu, your representative here, sort of kind of seated on a number of different sort of like pillows and in the center kind of open area that's nicely open with several windows and things as she strums a little bit from a harp. She tells you that if you want insight into the next area, your best bet would be to first head to the next region's Helper's Hand, where the new representative Serenay has a much more experience with it.
The joy of discovery. I appreciate that. Very well. Well, we'll be setting off. Oh, and I've taken 3 of your quests from your quest board.
She nods and says, "Excellent. The work would be muchly appreciated in bringing harmony to this place once again."
Yes, but of course. Well, until next time.
Good luck on your quests, Bark.
And you yours. Goodbye. So that does make me think. We are allocating 75 pounds for all this travel, all this goods that we're moving, right?
Yeah.
In the cart, and in the cart.
I think it'd only be 50 pounds, right?
It is 50 and 25.
50 and 25 for both.
25 to Nightfall, 50 for the additional supplies to go to the hilltop.
That'll still leave us like 229 pounds available in the cart.
Dang, we have a lot of room in the cart. A lot more than I thought.
We were at 896 out of 1200. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember the magnitude of what we were hauling. Okay.
75 pounds isn't anything.
Cool.
Yeah, I was expecting half as much storage space, so okay.
Yeah,
I'm good.
We're good.
We're good.
Do we want to do a wagon upgrade now, or are we waiting?
We're waiting. We're going to get to the next stop. We'll have a little bit more pocket change.
Yeah, I've been told that we're waiting.
Oh, man,
we don't need it before we get there.
Like,
And look, he's yelling about it again. See what I'm saying?
Not yelling.
We've got like half a dozen of spaces to move that we don't know anything about them, so we should be all right.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
Damn it,
Yeah.
Luke! You're already suffering your consequences.
Is a nature roll to go not scavenge, but like forage, Jason?
Let's figure all that out again really quickly.
How does this game work?
How does this silly game work?
Pulling it up.
There are abundant food and water resources around here, so please, if you would, give me a survival check, a wisdom survival check.
It's fine. Hopefully. Of course! I roll nature, 21. Survival, 7.
Could it have been nature?
Professor Bark's coming with me.
Okay, Professor Bark is also
We're
doing
going
the same.
together.
Yeah, you don't find anything of particular edible use time, berries and stuff like that, but your time in the forest, these aren't edible. They'd be poisonous to humans. Bark, you do find, let me see here. Let's take a look.
Whoa, I wish to remind everyone that we have recipes, right?
You do have recipes under your journal tab of recipes.
So good. Recipes.
I rolled this well. I'm still at disadvantage.
What was your total?
Mine 25.
All right, you find some supplies as well. Let me take a look here. Roll 20. Dice roller.
gonna buy a shovel for 2 gold and put it in the wagon.
Good idea.
And I
That's a
also
good
bought
buy.
I bought 20 arrows too, so and that's it. That's all I'm gonna buy.
Nice.
Thank you for letting me know. Bark, you find a field of grass, and Uncle Jimmy, you find cinnamon. Both that can be gathered. If you'd like to gather it, you're gonna give me a check. Hang on just a second. Can be gathered by any PC with a herbalism kit. Proficiency with the kit adds your proficiency bonus.
Ooh, I got one of those.
Take
Do you
2
need
hours.
one? Do you need one, Jim?
Oh, I was going foraging for food.
Oh, you're looking for meats?
Yes, like I was hunting. That's what I did before because I didn't have any tools
That's
for
not
that.
foraging, that's hunting.
Well,
Okay.
Last time we foraged us, I was going what we went before. My bad.
You find a tiny group of small little rabbit-looking creatures with horns on their head that you could shoot with your crossbow if you'd like to. So if you want to both spend 2 hours and gather these supplies, just let me know. And if you're gonna make that herbalism kit check, Professor Bark, and then Uncle Jimmy, if you're gathering the meat, you are going to be giving me like a blah 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 blah. Hang on just a second. I need to look these. Sorry, I need to just familiarize myself with his rules one more time.
Can be gathered by any player with a slashing weapon or knife from any beast the party has killed.
Gotta make an attack roll in order to see how many creatures you successfully kill, please.
Just a regular attack.
Or,
Single.
alternatively, players may use hunting traps, in which case there is no roll needed.
Oh, well, we've literally got more of those than we have hands between us. So,
Lincoln, you guys can crack open the door to Lincoln's hotel room as the dry ice smoke just wafts out of it, and come get some hunting traps or whatever.
I have some myself too. We can leave him undisturbed. I can send them to you, and you can do what you want to do.
I just want to give him some more flowers. I'm gonna go check on the old bones.
It's important to give people their flowers while they're able to accept them.
No flowers.
Okay.
All right, so you guys making those checks?
Yeah. Using any skills or just the proficiency bonus?
Just your proficiency bonus using that herbalism kit.
Yeah.
And then,
Alright.
if you're using the hunting traps, no check needed to see how many you down. I would just tell you, and let me figure out what roll you need to make for that. Hang on just a second. What the fuck is a
Used a wisdom save, but it's the same bonus. +3. So total of 20. If you're
All
waiting
right.
on it.
Uncle Jimmy, you are going to make me a...
He's using the traps.
Yes, so that's going to automatically kill them, but now you need to harvest the meat from them. So I'm going to ask for a sleight of hand check since these are tiny creatures, please, if you wouldn't mind. You, on the other hand, Professor Bark, as you're gathering your stuff over 2 hour periods, you got a 20, you find 12 pounds of rice.
Look at me. I have a lot of rice. A fair amount for a giant like me, though. It's probably just a handful. We won't think about that.
Can y'all let me know what's going in the cart?
10 pounds of rice.
Rice?
And Jim is just coming over the hill there. We'll ask him when he gets here.
Yeah. Jim's coming over the hill with 14 pounds of meat.
Jeez.
Nice.
My chest can hold, I think, like triple that. So let me double check. I can probably throw it in the chest of preserving. I don't have that much.
It's
that many
fine.
trophies and stuff yet.
I was just looking. Maybe we can use most of that to make jerky.
I mean, our cart has room, I think. One thing that's taking up a lot of room is the splint armor and the crystal arcane focus. You guys just want to try to sell those?
Sell that shit.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, sell it.
We saved it to sell. Yeah.
Or
absolutely. Let's sell it.
there's something more expensive than splint that I can transmute it to.
I don't think any of us need better armor than what we're wearing.
Yes, cash it in so we can get those upgrades.
Yeah.
Okay, can I make like a charisma check or something, Jason?
Sure. Give me a persuasion check.
Uh-oh. Hey, 15, not bad.
You're able to sell it for 120 gold pieces.
Look
That's
at
both
that.
of them?
For the splint. What's the other thing you're selling?
Oh, just for the splint. A crystal arcane focus.
I think that's worth like 3 times that.
The fuck
Is
is
it
a
really?
crystal arcane focus?
You gave it to us. Yeah.
I think it's a magical girl transformation
The
catalyst.
cookies were extra delicious when he assigned loot last session.
Where did that even come from?
You did what?
Was it
Where
in
did you get? Oh, you got a what?
You received 14,000 gold.
I mean, to be fair, if you needed an arcane or a focus for casting magic,
To be fair,
It's heavy though. It's like 60 pounds. Yeah, and it's arcane.
That's an additional 50 gold pieces on top of the 120.
Look at that. That's
Nice.
basically one gilded acorn.
That's all.
Okay, we
need.
have 410 party gold. Are we okay with spending it on the gilded acorn?
Just
I,
spend it on the acorn.
Do it,
Just-
yeah. We're gonna need it more than we're gonna need the gold.
before we spend, I'm going to add 10 gold to the party gold, and then you can spend.
Oh, 420.
Stupid.
Okay. Can I find whoever's selling the gilded acorn and
Yes.
talk to him?
It is a young, what looks like human woman who is inside one of the tents here in the kind of merchant area. You see her using what looks like a pair of tweezers as she is working at something in her hand. As she looks up and sees you and says, "Oh, hello."
Oh, hi, Mrs. My name's Opie. I'm on a journey to become a great warrior, and I really need a gilded acorn to cast this really cool spell that I learned.
Oh, very well. A very inspiring story, and I'm certainly able to lend a hand in helping you gather the components needed. Do you have an acorn on hand?
No, I don't have one on hand.
Well, you'll want to gather that first, and then afterwards you'll bring it back to me. I have a process here that is able to gild this acorn so that you may use it for an arcane component. It will be 200 gold pieces if you have that on your person.
Is there any way you could just knock off a little from the price?
So,
Make a persuasion check.
Lord.
Little
Don't
kid
know what
trying
I
to buy a
rolled.
sports car.
I'll add that +1, 11.
She looks and smiles with a sincere smile and says, "I understand that 200 gold is not as easy just to come across, but my prices are competitive. Unfortunately, that is the price."
I walk up and I'm gonna try also. Certainly, you can help a poor old man and his granddaughter. Damn it!
Oh my
I'm
god.
+5 somehow. I don't know how, but I do.
200 gold.
She looks and says, "I understand the situation, but I unfortunately would not have a business if I was to do such things. I don't mean to be crude, but yes, 200 gold is my price."
I understand, ma'am. It's your business. Mr. Tyne, do you have an acorn on hand?
I probably do. It's okay. It was only dinner tonight.
He shakes. Time
Ew.
shakes out his clothes, and there's like animals in there, like all kinds of shit
Bunch of
falls
rolling
out.
paper.
Yeah, yeah.
Just steps.
Buddy Jesus. She
Will this acorn work?
takes a look and says, "Yes, this looks like a fine acorn. Now, the much difficult part, the 200 gold. Did you happen to have that on your person?"
Here you go. If like all our gold, but here you go.
Oh my god.
We didn't have to eat tonight.
Oliver Twist over here.
We're gonna be in the rain tonight because of this.
She has a bit of, she kind of lowers the sides of her eyebrows and a little bit of a sympathetic look, but she picks the bag up, kind of chinks in her hand, kind of bouncing it up and down, and opens it up and says, "All right, very well. Give me 24 hours, my little friend, and I shall have you a gilded acorn in the morn."
Sucks.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You know what I just realized? Our Forte could have just done that like in an hour.
Gilded an acorn?
Yeah. He's a forge cleric. He can do anything with metal in an hour.
You guys
As long
have
as
gold?
it's got an appropriate amount of gold.
No more than 100 GP of value.
Never mind.
There we go, yeah.
Never mind.
I would have loved to.
Half
Thank you, though.
That's still pretty good, though, to go all the way up to that, at least.
Yeah.
Good to know, though. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we have 220 party gold then.
All right.
Yes.
Opie is having one of the merchants gild an acorn for him. Lincoln's still resting up, as well as Uncle Jimmy. Some of you guys went out to forge for a little bit of feed. You will have 3 days, so just let me know like what else you want to do, or if we whenever you're ready to hit that fast forward button, get the 3 days over with.
I think just to get all the shopping done, I need to find and buy 6 pounds of salt. Do we have salt in the cart?
We have 3 pounds of salt.
I wish to buy 9 pounds of salt.
Oh, wait, no, we have 3 salt. I didn't put pounds because that doesn't make sense. So
But why not?
I don't know. We have 3 salt.
I think it's 3
I wish-
pounds of
crystals.
salt. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
3
I
I
was
assume it's
crystals.
3 pounds.
looking for 9 pounds of salt. Is that something I can find?
Make a high or low luck roll, since
The
the food items themselves are a little more difficult to come by here.
Let's do 9. Nope.
All right. Unfortunately, there is no food merchant currently at the Helper's Hand, though foraging out in the wild over the rest of the 3 days may net you some salt.
Okay.
If you want to say you specifically focus on the rest of the time hunting down that salt, if you'd like to.
I assume there's a well here. We can fill up our water.
Yeah,
top
there's a
up.
well here. Fill up your water. You can stay as many nights as you want as long as you pay. You can
Yeah.
fill up your barrels.
Oh, yeah, I should just take off 5 gold.
And 3 days are going to pass here, Amanda, so
15
that's
gold.
going to be 9 points off of the harmonic flux. Yeah, don't forget about that.
I had one more thing. Okay, so I added the Nightfall package is 25 pounds, right?
25 for 25
Yep.
gold. The immolated hilltop, 50 pounds for 50 gold.
Okay, so I added those to our cart. We
And that's
have
a piece.
Yeah, we have 140 pounds left on our cart.
Nice.
What foodstuffs do we have?
37 pounds of meat, 3 pounds of nutmeg, 3 pounds of milk, or no, 3 gallons of milk, 3 pounds of salt, 4 pounds of fish, 10 pounds of rice.
The rice. All right, cool. All right. So I want to find salt with my foraging.
Sure.
attempts over the next 3 days.
I'll say over the next 3 days, just because you guys are staying in one spot and resting for a while, that eventually, just to stop the randomness of this and give you guys some break, you eventually come upon an area that has some salt that you can gather. So if you want to give me, hang on just a second, let me actually see here.
I would afford some more as well if you want me to roll.
If I could direct you, my friend, wheat or flour or possibly some wild berries. We have recipes that call for all of these things. To turn it into some good food.
Keep an eye
Do
out.
you guys have a pickaxe on you?
I can make any tool.
Okay, Professor Bark, you find in a cluster of rocks. There are some salt rocks mixed in that you, as long as you got the pickaxe, give me some type of, give me like a survival check to gather this stuff. We'll see how much you gather with that.
Surely. I don't have proficiency with the tool, I don't think. But all together, 18's not bad.
Okay, yeah, still not bad. With that check, specifically for this salt, you find an additional 6 pounds worth of these salt rocks to add to the cart.
Ooh-wee.
And then, Tyron, were you just gathering or gathering something specific? What are you looking for?
Looking for berries and what else, Kyle? Was it?
Berries and flour or wheat.
Berries, flour, and wheat.
When you say berries,
Survival?
are you talking about wilderberries?
Is it? I don't read so good. It might be wilderberries. Wilderberries, yeah.
Okay. Give me a 1d2, Tyne, and also give me a... Well, no, fuck it. We're just gonna say you find it. Give me a herbalism kit check to see how much you gather. Bailey says, exclamation mark, meat. I wish that was a Twitch command.
I want some meat.
There we go.
Right, you find wheat.
Excellent. And what was
And-
the other thing? Check? Sorry.
Give me a herbalism kit check. So just a
How-
d20 and then proficiency if you're training herbalism kits.
How much is wheat? How much wheat?
This is we're about to find out here.
Oh, okay.
It's usually a roll to like check and see if they find anything and what they find, and then
17.
Okay.
with a 17 I have the chart here. Specifically for wheat, you find, is it wheat or is it grain?
Wheat flour.
Wheat
is what I
flour,
said.
okay.
Yeah.
You find 12 pounds of it.
Wow.
That's a lot of wheat.
Well, oh boy. Here are your options. Gentlemen? Are we all gentlemen? Yes, I think so. We can make hardtack or jerky. Adventure bread or delicious jerky.
Hardtack sounds awful. This is Luke talking. Lincoln doesn't give a shit. But
Oh,
jerky is the clear correct answer there.
yeah, hard
Out of
tack is
character.
not meat.
Yes.
It's not hashtag me. Or,
I mean, we got plenty of wood, so we don't need the hardtack.
Sure. All right. Nice. So for the third day, I would like to prepare some jerky. It will take me 4 hours. So it's 20.
Now you need that fleshy. You need that flesh rod thing we found, the jerky meat, buddy.
I don't know. No, thank you.
Okay, what are we doing with that thing, by the way?
I
We gonna
don't.
sell it?
I don't know. Oh, excellent! I've made 6 servings of jerky. If I'm doing this right, I don't know that I'm doing this right.
Let's see if you add a proficiency to this, to the cooking part. Blah, 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 blah. Are you proficient with cooking utensils, Professor Bark?
Proficient with the tools.
If not, I am.
Hold,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Oh, sorry. That's a base thing for me because I wanted to be good at this. So that's a +3. So that's a 21.
Yeah,
or
you are above 20. You craft 8, but also you got that natty 20, which nets you the good boy card. And I'll also say because of the natty 20, you actually create 10 rations.
10 beef jerkies. And that
Beef jerky.
I mean, we still got some extra meat. You can take all the extra meat I had.
we can put it on the pile.
First of all, I put all the meat in the wagon, Slim. And how much meat did we just use for the beef jerky?
-6 meat, -2 salt.
-2 salt. Okay.
This was a
Beef
game
jerky.
specifically created for you, Kyle. All these
Yeah,
numbers.
I'm crafting.
Beef jerky rations. We got 10. Are you gonna say that weighs anything or no?
It doesn't have a weight on it.
No.
Okay, then we're gonna say no.
Appears to be magical meat.
Yeah, if we just take it as the total of its ingredients, it's 8 pounds for any amount of those servings.
8 pounds.
But that would be 8 pounds per serving.
10 pounds.
Okay.
I'll say
All right.
one ration is 1 pound.
All right, I got it. We have 120 pounds left in the cart.
Jerky, my favorite.
All right. We good to move on after the third day or whatever?
I think we're ready.
Unless anyone wants to do anything else, we can say 3 days pass. Lincoln, you spending several days resting at one of the relatively comforting rooms here at the Helper's Hand despite the dangerous locale. You feel rested, your exhaustion is gone, you did not have to make any checks because you were in a very comfortable bed inside of a room, not out in the middle of nowhere. You are perfectly fine and well rested, ready to go again.
I'm no longer dying.
Yeah, me too.
You also see Uncle Jimmy walk out. The blisters that were once covering his face and body now having cleared up.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't really remember being there, but I remember standing in front of like I don't know, it was like the sun or something was literally just cooking my flesh off, man.
Yeah, it was.
I remember the feeling.
All right. So, are we gonna go and do this roadblock thing beneath the Valia statue?
Yeah, I guess so. But we need to make priority that we save our most precious cargo. He looks back at Lincoln. He's still injured, you
Yes.
see.
I will simply rest in the same tent as you this evening.
Oh.
I mean, like always, yes, of course. That's why we need 2 spaces in that tent.
Yes, because we are so large.
Just a fact.
Well then, let's not diddle.
Just like my Japanese anime.
Yes, let's not diddle. Let's continue.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen an anime like this already.
Diddle here on
All right.
God mode.
Let's get
2, 3, and then the statue's the roadblock, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's kick things off here. Let me go back over here. You guys are moving to this space, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let me try to zoom out so I can do this relatively quickly. 2 hours pass. You guys are moving at normal pace. That is another tick off the harmonic flux. It is 6 light time, so just in the middle. Let me scroll up here really quickly back to my event list that I've already generated, so we don't have to worry about me rolling just yet, depending on how long you guys take. As you're heading along this trek, making your way towards this area denoted to you, which is actually just right of the rock in front of your way here. I didn't realize there was 2 hexes kind of beneath the statue. It's this one down here. You see what looks to be a female figure. She looks humanoid, but her skin is more like a tree's surface. It's covered in bark. Instead of hair, there's just a large, fluffy tangle of leaves and branches that curl back on her head as she walks along the trail. She seems to be heading over to you as a group. Is there anything you'd like to do as she begins to head your way?
Yeah. Give myself the sniff test, straighten my hair, and stand up a little bit straighter.
She approaches and looks to each of you and says, "Excuse me, are you all the well-wishers?"
That is us, of course. I see our reputation precedes us.
Oh,
I heard news. You were the ones who felled the great evil in this land, a creature known as the Wicker Man.
Our
It is
shoulders.
slain
Yeah.
by
This-
our hands.
is true.
This creature was a blight not only to the people of this region, but also my clan of dryads located here in the grasslands. This favor you have done in slaying this great evil, we greatly appreciate. I intended to seek you out. I wish to offer you this, she says as she pulls out what appears to be just a small bag and sort of takes a knee and holds it up to you with both hands.
Why are you smiling like that, Professor? That's really weird.
What? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking, maybe this is a gilded acorn. What's in this bag? He looks his whole face into the bag.
I'm here, future warrior. I will explain to you. Come back over here. Do not interrupt them talking.
Is the
Come here.
professor bluffing?
No. Come here. Stop. No.
She, as the professor kind of comes up and looks, she actually stands up next to you, Professor, like completely oblivious, and opens the bag and pulls out what looks to be a simple, tiny-looking little bean. She says, "Inside here are a collection of magical beans. Though they may not look it, if planted into the ground, they may offer you a variety of benefits." She puts the bean back into the bag and kind of pulls the drawstrings tight and hands it to you, Bark. I hope that it would
Insight
come. Go ahead.
I always get these, Luke.
I don't like these.
That's an 11.
Great.
Making no damn
Seems-
video.
Seems as everything that you've noticed so far that she's being honest, Uncle Jimmy. Please, she says, looking to you, Professor Bark. Take this bag as a token of my clan's appreciation.
Please take my beans.
Simply flick them to activate them.
Okay. All right.
Professional. Everybody move aside. Move aside. The professional must handle this. Mechanics only.
A dryad has given you a bag of beans.
Oh. Thank you.
Something
What a
you
mysterious bag of beans.
only can unlock as an event for destroying the roaming boss of this region.
Nice. You should plant one immediately and see what happens.
I'm gonna plant one
I agree.
immediately. That would be reckless. You have to study and understand before you introduce new species to an outside place.
All right. What's next? Where to next?
Somewhere
Wait.
where I can study my being.
Did you just try to say that we actually need to go to this one?
This
No.
one here.
Wait, what? I thought it was the statue.
Is this one below the
It's
statue?
actually this one
When
here.
I asked
Still
him,
go to the
okay, it's fine. It's the
Sorry.
same number of spaces. It's fine.
Yeah, it's actually on the road path here. Sorry. You want to head? You can actually go over the rock here. It's not like an actual physical
Okay.
impeding
Oh,
object.
even better.
Cool.
Even better.
Were we gonna try to go to the Gleedlekin temple to figure out what the hell the bugs are?
Yeah, we probably do need to go there.
Yeah, we should do that.
After we fight something.
Go
We
there
should
whenever you
drop
want.
off stuff also first.
2 more hours passes. You're at 8 o'clock
At least
light
I-
time. You find yourself here passing a large outcropping of rocks that just sort of like litter the area as you kind of move across them and in and out of them through the rolling hills here. Nothing happens on the square. You can keep moving if you like.
Keep going.
You continue to move on in the location that was pointed out to you via the scroll on the quest board. As you begin to approach, if you would please, now on the map here, let me know how you want to stack up. How are each of you stacking up here on the cart? Like, put your tokens where you want.
Can you shift ping us onto that?
Way over here.
Whee!
Can you do what?
You got it.
Just slide
I'll
it,
shift.
slide
I'll
to the
shift
right.
ping you.
I heard
That's
something.
what I heard too, actually. I heard shift penis.
What?
Like, what?
What is wrong with us today? What is?
We haven't been together in a while, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's sometimes get a little
Been
squirrely
pent-
when we haven't talked.
Pent up.
Yes. Very well. Lincoln remembers to stay safe.
Where's Uncle Jimmy at?
I guess I'll be with you.
He's
Oh, yeah,
driving.
my bad.
Okay. Bam.
Jed Clampett style.
Right, I'm grabbing your tokens and moving you. Professor Bark, after I move you, make sure and heal your character token up.
Of course.
Let me move maps first.
Jason, what's the creature type of this Fido thing?
It's a plant.
Oh shit. We can't talk to it anymore.
Nobody. We've got druids and stuff. And a ranger, and we don't have speak to plants.
I don't think that's a spell anymore. I think that's just a thing druids and certain like monks and stuff can do.
And Furlogs.
Oh, Furbogs can. Okay, cool.
He's having a conversation with the thing.
I see what you mean. The sun is brighter on the north side sometimes.
That is pretty epic.
I too like to face the glory of the sun.
Professor Bark, all it responds to you whenever you say anything to it. It doesn't really have any sort of conversation. All you keep hearing back in some sort of plant-like language is flesh.
Oh,
Hey, he's my buddy.
we have some of that too.
As you continue along the road path, entering into this area that you believe to be the roadblock, up ahead, you see the following. A cluster, what looks to be 3 or so, just small looking metal balls or steel balls that just sort of float in the air. You see occasionally a small opening coming out of the side of each of them, and the occasional, what looks like tipped weapon or spear kind of jutting out really quickly before pulling back inside. As you all approach, the cart comes to a stop and the spheres turn towards you and begin to advance. Please roll me initiative.
I've seen this movie. What the hell are those things?
Was that Phantasm?
Phantasm, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That was a pretty
It was
smart
like
movie.
8. That movie was terrifying. Jesus.
At 8, yeah, it would be.
Oh my god.
Hey, did you know if you highlight your...
Never gets old. Never fucking gets old, Jimmy. Never gets old.
Dang it! You know what I forgot to do?
Look at
Highlight
that.
your token before you
my
click finish.
token.
I don't think I've had a single combat that I've gone higher than last or second to last. It's been fantastic.
I rolled good. That's great.
Are you guys?
Are these the orbs that we're hunting?
They
Yeah.
appear to be. Are you guys seeing
Oh.
double on the initiative order?
No.
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 Zilch. Besides a handful.
All right, then I may have accidentally deleted somebody here. Can I delete everyone and you guys redo it? Sorry,
Yeah. For you, we'll do that.
appreciate that.
It's the worst part of this game.
You could use your same initiative. Just
Yeah.
punch it in.
Play
I
fine.
guess, Jason. Gosh.
Here, I'll add you as tokens. I'll even do that. Just use the same initiative you had. Here.
Yeah.
Take this.
What's the point of even having Beyond 20?
I was getting like 300 different versions of your initiative scores.
Type it in myself like some loser.
Apparently, that's what Luke's been doing.
Terrible,
It's been actual months, fam.
He's just
Actual
gonna
months.
Come and murder us.
Lincoln is
I
Lincoln is
completely-
rapidly approaching your position.
Luke said we would
Hi.
never return to our swamp state. I'm safe.
PvP.
I'll
High
officiate.
volume winds have literally. It's the low barometric pressure.
All right, let's get a initiative roll for these things here. They're just gonna share an initiative score. All right, they go here, and let's go by descending. And
Lankin's
then-
got 14 initiative.
Yes.
Bam.
Oh yeah. I missed that we started over.
They appear to be advancing on your way, Professor Bark. You can go ahead and heal your token up if you haven't already, and it is your turn.
Alright. So
Knowledge checks are free.
alright. So I don't feel like I know anything about steel orbs floating in the middle of the forest.
Steel, you say?
Oh, probably that was. Let's see.
What's happening, bud?
Thinking, wondering if I can get that far.
Trucking.
I will. Sorry, I have to change my idea. Going to instead a fairy fire.
Always a classic.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
it's a DC 14 save. I think I can only get 2 of them.
DC 14 con save.
Dex save on these 2 here.
Middle one makes it, the back one does not, and gets covered in the fairy fire.
Could you please, like I did, or mark that? Oh, the back one got lit. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Mark looks back at everybody and says, "Good luck," and then transforms into a giant axe beak. Not a giant. Let me tell you what it says.
Work.
Axe beak is large.
Professor Bark's already relatively large size begins to continually expand as he transforms from his humanoid form into a tall-looking predatory bird, the axebeak. Anything else, Professor Bark?
2, 3,
Oh, he's moving.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Caw! That will be all for Professor Bark.
All right, very good, Professor Bark. Tyne, you are up, my friend.
All right. I want to do I don't know. I want to learn about these things, but I don't. Do they look natural? Do I feel like a nature check would help me?
You can make whatever check you want, and that will give you
Sure.
different information.
18 nature. What is this thing?
You study this thing with a nature check, Tyne. As you peer it over, this floating iron-like sphere does not appear to be something natural to this area. It almost looks, as you kind of consider the plating on it, it looks as though it is man-made. Not only that, but with your 18 check, you notice a small symbol on the sides of it, a symbol that somehow seems familiar to you. Give me a history check, please.
13.
The 13, you were able to recognize this symbol, although didn't stick out to you before, matches the same signal you saw on the sides of the wagons that these scavengers rode around in back when you previously hung out with Vols.
I will put that in the memory banks. Tell the group later.
Makes sense. I mean, they probably just released these things to kill people so they could take their loot later on.
Yeah.
Alright, well, no time like the present just to try things out. I'm going to throw a produced little flame at it.
Sure. You toss some fire his way.
This one in front of Book. Can I do that, or is Book?
No, you can shoot it past your teammates. 13, is that versus AC?
Is it? Good question.
I'm assuming so, since it does say.
You
It doesn't
attack
say
with a
anything
flame,
else.
doing so ends a spell. Cast a spell or as an action turn, you can hurl it. Make a ranged spell attack. Yeah, it's an attack.
All right, you toss this fire out, but the hardened iron outsides of the sphere resist it. That doesn't hit. That's all. Misses.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Bonus action shillelagh on my walking stick, and I'm done.
All right, we move on. Lincoln, you're up.
It's Lincoln time. That's exactly what he says. No. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Lincoln is going to 25. Ugh. Okay, that's problematic. Dang it. I'm not close enough. So I'm going to long range dagger throw 2 daggers at the one that has fairy fire on it, which will cancel out the long range
Good idea.
thing. But before I do that, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on it, on the fairy fire one. I don't know why it rolled extra dice. I was trying to cast the spell. Anyway, I cast the spell on that one, Hunter's Mark.
It has been marked by you.
And hiya. That's a critical failure. Oh, that's a bad start.
Nothing incredibly bad happens, but your dagger goes a little too wide and just sort of like disappears off behind the trees over behind the sphere.
I throw my second dagger at it. 22 is much higher.
Yeah, taking a quick second to reorient your second throw with your other arm, this one lands and strikes hard into the iron sphere.
And this is going to be 12 damage to it.
All right, very
Just
nice.
12.
Are these daggers magical?
This one is. It's the weird boomerang rib that Professor Bark enchanted.
Cool. Very nice.
That's all.
Yeah, you hit this orb. You kind of see it bounce as it's smashed by your dagger that you tossed, and it kind of flails in the air a little bit before reorienting itself. Very good, Lincoln. Anything else?
Nah.
All right, these spheres are up. Let me see here. This one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 right here. And it is going to make 3 attacks against Professor Bark. The first attack, Professor Bark, you see one of the many sort of metal platings on it like shift up in the air, and shooting out, you see a blade fire out towards you for 11 versus AC.
Oh, that's your hit. Hear it. I'm an animal.
It strikes you for 6 points of slashing damage.
I may be able to survive one round of attacks, you guys.
You see the small iron orb just like quickly rotate, just staying exactly in place, hovering in the air. Another sort of metal faucet opening, and you see a piston shoot out to try and hit you. This time for 10 versus AC.
Hey, that's a miss.
All right, this one misses. It shifts one more time. This time the final open plating area firing out a sharp spike towards you for 16 versus AC.
That's a hit.
All right, and that is going to be for 7 points of piercing damage.
Hey. I forgot that I had it written down in my notes that I'm using the Axby block, but he is a giant swan.
Okay.
It seemed appropriate because he's going to die soon, so might as well get it out there now.
The one directly in front of you does the same exact thing. A blade shoots out. That is 15 versus AC.
Hit.
That is
AC's
11
Yeah.
points of slashing damage.
Ah, the swan dies. And Professor Bach remains. It's 2 to Professor Bark, and the swan is plus.
It fires out a piston, missing you very harshly. And finally, the spike juts out ahead of it for 18 versus AC.
Oh, had better chances. Nope, that's a hit.
4 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Let me just see something really quickly here. This one that has been fairy fired moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then dashes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and stops right there.
Oh, this little guy.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
The iron spheres are done. Forte, you're up.
Okay, everybody, do not panic. We have concluded that these are manufactured items made out of metal.
Very good.
Keen observation.
We have done this, yes?
Yes.
Okay, Forte will cast Heat Metal at level 2 on the orb next to the cart.
That seems like a good spell to use on these things.
All right, what's that heat metal gonna do? 5 points of fire damage.
I said display, not cast. Thank you. Choose a manufactured metal object. It will take 2d8 fire damage, which is 5 right now, when I cast a spell, and it's a concentration.
You watch as the iron sphere begins to light up as you heat the iron surrounding its form. It looks as though it's probably doing some damage to whatever internal mechanisms may be inside it, but likely not as much as it would damage like a person wearing armor burning their flesh.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to summon my hammer, my spiritual weapon, right next to it.
Your anvil.
My anvil, yep. It'll be a 15 versus AC to hit.
15 versus AC. Misses.
Okay. That is my turn. Thank you very much.
All right. You have control over this here. There you go, Forte. Opie, you're up.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I want. Opie's gonna move 5, 10, 15.
Motherfucking grubs.
Motherfucking grubs. I wanted those grubs, Jason. This is from when we played Grounded, by the way.
This
y'all.
is inside.
Kinda
I
random,
want to
but-
play so bad with you guys.
Wait,
Opie's gonna take a shot at this one. He is going to cast Ensnaring Strike on this arrow. And then he is going to take a shot. That's a 20.
20 versus AC hits.
Nice. So that's 9 piercing damage. Plus the 4 piercing of Ensnaring Strike. Right? I think it does it immediately.
It looks like they have to make a strength save.
Oh yeah, make a strength save and then yeah.
This one passes.
Oh
So
damn.
it's not ensnared, but it appears to take the 9 piercing damage.
That's fine. 9 piercing and then
Is that magical?
no.
All right. Your arrow hits, but probably doesn't do as much damage as you would hope that it would, considering this isn't like a human target.
And then my swarm's just gonna do one more.
All right. They fly around, swatting at it, dealing a little bit of damage.
And that is it for me.
All right. Very good. Uncle Jimmy, you're up now.
I'm gonna hop out of the car and take 2 shots at this guy. I hope. Does 19 hit?
19 hits.
Yo, I attacked twice. I forgot.
You can. I'll let you attack one more time after Jimmy's done if you want.
Okay.
We're all back to it. 15 sneak attack damage. Holy shit!
Damn.
No, that's 5 plus 10, so 15 total. It is not a magical weapon though, because that ran out yesterday from the magical pool.
Appreciate that. Seems to do a little less damage than you'd like. Hint, hint.
Which for crit, you've got advantage on this.
Do it.
Why do I have advantage on it?
Because it's under fairy fire conditions.
I was not here for that, sorry.
Fish for crit. Fish for crit. Okay, that's okay.
I'm gonna take a second shot though.
Sure. No crits, but certainly hits.
8 regular piercing damage.
All right, very nice. This one appears to have taken some damage from all of your attacks thus far, so very good.
That's it.
All right, we roll back up to the top. Professor Bark, you are up. 2 of these iron spheres have begun to sort of come towards you and assault you.
Bark is angry. Yeah, he's gonna. This one, did it strike me from a distance, or was it next to me before I shrank down?
It was next to you before you shrunk down. It was adjacent, then you shrunk down out of your animal form.
Oh boy, watch this. And he scoots around to this side and does Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I like this one a lot. It's a lot of fun. I just uncork the grossest potion I have and just like toss it at them. They each have to make a DC 13 save. It's in a line for 30 feet in front of them.
Oh, what's the check? What's the con save?
Dex.
save?
Dex save.
One of them makes it. The left one, the one further out, makes it. The one closer to you, because it's closer, rolls lower, and it's hit with your Caustic Brew.
It takes 4 acid immediately. It is also coated in my goop.
Okay.
It has to take an action to remove the goop, else take some amount of 2d4 acid damage at the start of its turn.
Okay.
Maybe at the
What
end,
a
I'll look it
session.
up.
Covered in your goop.
Covered in my goop.
After you got her beans.
No. And then
What?
as I
What
do
would get
that,
you
I should have combined that with this. And then I turn into a raptor afterwards.
Okay, what size is a raptor?
It is medium, so no
All right, so you
change
stay
is
how you
needed.
are. All right. Opie, did you want to make your extra attack? I'll let you if you want to.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. It's been a million years.
23.
Is that aiming at this one?
It's gonna be at the same one, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Darn it, I hit.
8 piercing.
Okay, there you go. It hits.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Professor Bart?
Well, I kind of fucked up. The fairy fire drops off of this one. Tasha's concentration.
No.
Grave sickness isn't.
The
Alright.
glittering motes outlining the one down here dissipates.
Y'all got it pretty mobbed.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I got. Bonus action. I didn't. Yeah, that's it.
All right, that means Tyne, you're up.
All right. I move. I think it was here. Right. Yes. Drop back, and I will also just throw another little thing of flame at him. Yeah. Ooh. 20.
Pretty hitty.
Crit 20.
Certainly hits. I will give
Damn.
you a good boy card.
Nice.
And so what is that? 21, right?
You won fire damage, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
Iron sphere catches on fire, heating up as you see the exterior kind of brighten with a little bit of red. Anything else, Tyne?
I'm good.
All right, very good. We roll on. Lincoln, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to move here and do that thing that they do in movies when they're throwing knives and throw one in complete opposite lateral directions of me. For this one up here will be the first roll, and then the Hunter's Mark one will be the second roll.
All right,
So
very cool.
first roll, 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Versus the Hunter's Mark one. 20 to hit.
20 will totally hit.
It's going to be 13 damage.
All right. From your magical weapon, I'm assuming?
Yes, it's always going to be magical weapon.
All right, very nice. You see the one down below as Lincoln strikes it with his arcane weapon, appears to be shaking occasionally or erratically as it attempts to keep its levitation in the air.
And then as my boomerang knife comes back, I catch it in my little vestigial hand and throw it as a bonus action with my offhand.
Mm-hmm.
21
Hits.
for only 3 damage, but it's magical.
Is it the one down below still that you marked?
Yeah.
All right. You hit it again, kind of knocking it through the air as your weapon returns.
Cool. And then that's...
I like that offhand is a very literal thing for you.
Yeah, it's my literal offhand. Little vestigial arm on the back.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's all for me.
All right, very good. Let's see here. The iron spheres begin to move.
The first one takes. Just looked at this. 2d4. But...
Roll one more.
No. 5 acid damage to this guy.
All right, nice. Takes 5 acid damage.
He or another or an ally can take an action to scrape that off of him.
They probably would if they weren't stupid programmed iron spheres.
Just let you know your
Moves
options.
5, 10 here. This one moves 5. Actually, this one's gonna stay here first. This one moves up top. The sphere up top. You watch Professor Bark as through one of the slit openings of the sphere, a metal rod extends out. You hear the sound of what sounds like electricity, and a bolt of lightning fires out. Both you, Professor Bark, and Lincoln behind. I need you both to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
What the fuck? They have tasers.
It's little R2D2's little.
I used to be brown.
Pretty much,
Oh.
except nastier.
19s.
Hell
19s
yeah.
all around.
All right, you both save. meaning you only take 18 points of lightning
What?
damage.
Oh,
Only.
That's not a save.
Oh, I did that right.
Healing time.
I have a reaction to that. I think.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Let me make sure. I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements. It
okay.
When I hit cast, it shouldn't roll the damage. It should cast the fucking look, motherfucker.
You gotta.
There, Jesus Christ.
yes, display.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll take half that, so I'll only take 9.
Sure.
Half of half.
That is the only thing that one can do. This one continues to like fly around you, Lincoln. Moving by you, you brace for some type of thing to shoot out of it. But unfortunately that does not happen.
Huh.
It instead opens up and you see another metal rod appear and fire out towards Forte and Jimmy. Please make me dexterity
no.
saving throws.
Well, this is not good on me.
It may be too late to use this. Sorry, can I use this against that last hit?
I'll say yes. Take your card.
Nice. I'm a raptor still.
Ew.
You said a dex saving throw,
Dexterity saving throw.
and the enlightenment will add a d4.
I'm gonna do at advantage.
Yep.
The elated will add a d4, correct.
Oh yeah.
That's a 4. That's 19 total.
And then Forte, yours
What's a 3?
not so good.
Nah, it's so good.
Whose card is this?
That's mine.
Okay. Oh no, buddy. Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Let me see here. Hang on just a second. Math.
Can I hold on, Jason?
Yes.
It just says at any time I can hand this to the GM succeed on its skill. It doesn't say who. Can I say Forte succeeds? Oh no, it's not a skill, is it?
Gil.
Skill check. And
No, on
it's for
multiple
you.
levels.
It's for you.
Big dum dum.
Take that back. But,
Yeah.
but
fine,
good thinking.
sorry. Smooth brain.
17 points of lightning damage on you, Jimmy, as you shift out of the way. Forte, however, you take 34 points of lightning damage
Ugh.
as you feel
17.
this
Quite a few.
electrical volley pierce through your body.
I'm gonna use my reaction and take uncanny dodge and take half.
Yeah.
That's rounded down. Yes.
Yes, always run down.
8.
Oh, you round up. It always hurts more.
No, you're right.
Wizards wants to kill you.
This sphere still wants to go, though.
What do I got to do for concentration save on that much damage? It's a d20 and then
How much did you take?
34
30,
points.
34.
Oh, you can't make that.
Okay, so heat metal's gonna drop then, and it gets normal
Sure.
attack.
The DC's equal to the damage you take, right?
I'm pretty sure, something like that. It's like DC 10 plus half of whatever
It's minimum
damage you
of 10.
took.
Yeah.
10,
So it's still
yeah,
going to be
10 or
pretty
half
high.
the damage. It would be 19.
I mean, you could roll if you want to try and make
I
that
got
check.
advantage on saves and a +3, so
Sure. Yeah, you can still make the roll and try. Nope. Okay.
It is round down.
This one moves out of the way. Opportunity attacks for those who want to.
yeah, one from my hammer.
Cute.
Forte and Uncle Jimmy.
Isn't that a reaction? No.
Yes.
I'll
So
I
if
can't
you
try
already
to
did your
use
uncanny
reaction.
dodge, no.
Yeah.
Okay. So Forte, you can though. That hits.
3 bludgeoning.
Is that from a magical weapon?
No.
Okay.
I
You do
don't
smash
think my
with your
summoned.
hammer,
I don't think my summoned hammer gets one.
so 10, 15, 20, 25. It moves actually right here. and you see a metal rod appear, Opie, and hear the sound of electricity as a bright blue lightning bolt fires out. Opie, Tynar, please give me dexterity saving throws.
No. Oh my god.
Dexterity, huh?
Oh, jeez.
At a +7 too. My goodness.
That's a crit fail for me.
Taking advantage of this thing.
Dippy toad.
This thing doesn't have to roll a d20 as part of this attack, does it?
No, you made
No.
a save.
Okay.
Tyne, was that 14 total?
No, 20. I got advantage.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so
used my card.
you saved. Tyne, let me do stupid math in my head. Hang on. 12
Stupid.
points of lightning damage. Opie, you take 24 points of lightning damage as this surge of electricity pierces through your body, out of your back, and still hits Tyne some.
Ow!
With that, though, their turns are done. Forte, you are up.
Okay, bonus action to send the hammer over to chase this thing down. And I will make an attack with it. It's a 19 versus AC.
Oh, that's going to hit.
It'll be 8 force damage.
All right, this thing nearly doubles over as it just barely picks itself up off of the ground.
I have a rank 1 spell. I do... Yeah, I'm gonna do a rank 1 Searing Smite to it. No, I can't do that. It's not ranged. I'm gonna do a Sacred Flame at it. And it please make a DC 14 dex.
It can try. It does.
Okay, it doesn't do anything.
Right. You see the outer body kind of heat up, but not enough to deal any damage other than kind of superficial.
Don't go too far.
I'm just gonna get over here.
All right, let me get my unicorn ready.
Within 30 feet of that X. Within 30 feet of the X.
Okay, I'm just gonna go here. I just want to cover the left side of the cart because for some strange reason I just always want to watch the bushes on the side of these maps.
All right.
That's my turn. Thank you.
All right, very good. Opie, you feel the shock pulse through your body. It's like that thing when you go to like a fair or something or like a museum and shock your hands and it takes you a second to get the feeling back. You're up.
Is it like that one time I touched that electric fence?
Yeah, it's when you touch the cow electrical fence.
Wow.
Don't try this at home.
Jason was there for it. He saw the whole thing.
It's very dangerous.
Need more details later.
Not happy. I mean, she touched an electrical fence. It wasn't fun. Wasn't
On
a good time.
purpose.
But why?
On purpose.
Anyways, can I tell which?
She just wanted to feel alive.
Yeah, I just wanted to feel something. I was like 10. Can I tell which one of these look the healthiest?
The one in front of you is about to just collapse. The other two, much more difficult to tell.
Well, then I'll just take a shot at this guy.
Sure.
2 shots because I attack twice.
Hits.
All right, that's a 24, and then the other one's a 10. So
Well,
that
do the damage for your first shot.
5 piercing.
What does it look like when you take this sphere out?
Yay!
Yes, OB.
Does it have like a little hole where the thing comes out?
Yeah, the metal rod that shocked you just went back inside, but it's still open.
Yeah, he's gonna put an arrow right in like the little hole.
You fire an arrow right inside before the slit closes. You see electrical sparks fire out as the ball sort of floats erratically, shifting around in the air before just falling over. Plates of its metal body kind of just collapsing on the ground as it's dead now.
Nice. Can I make a new attack roll for this guy then?
I was going to say, yeah, you still have your other attack.
Okay.
I'm so glad
15?
15 misses.
Oh. Then I don't think I can use my swarm. No. Okay. That's it for me then.
All right, very good. Uncle Jimmy, you're up.
I don't know if I want to walk in a line and make that thing blast everybody, so...
Do it. Do it.
I'm going to step over here and take 2 shots.
All of you get in like a line, probably like 5 feet within one another.
We'll do a conga line for you.
You fire off a bolt. Unfortunately, misses on the first shot.
Second attack.
Quickly ready another and give a shot out. This one too, unfortunately, goes a little wide, missing.
I'm going to use my good boy card, my other card. Immediately re-roll a d20 you just rolled and lose 1d8 life.
Ooh, risky. Okay.
Choose 2. Choose 2.
And the other part of that is going to be the roll to see if I heal also. Or 10 hit points.
Okay. That's kind of smart.
Nice.
See if you get it back.
Absolutely not, so...
Oh, you tried.
I'll just roll those real quick. The first one's for the temp HP. If it's 10 or higher, I get back. It is not. Fantastic.
Luck, Lady Luck, not with you in this campaign.
Yikes,
Unfortunately.
And -7 off.
Oh boy, yeah.
That's my turn.
That's a not good turn.
Uncle Jimmy tries to take one more shot, but the bolt actually kind of fires off as he's reloading and kind of lands in his foot for 7 points. We roll back up to the top. Professor Bark, you're up.
Professor Bark is going to be
The Velociraptor.
a raptor.
A raptor.
I know how to do that. I was paying attention. I think you can only do one of these things. What does that multi-attack? Why did I put this so highly on my list? This sucks. Oh god. Let's see. Okay, this is slightly better damage. +5 to hit. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Oh yeah, 13 slashing damage.
All right.
Does not count as magical yet for druids, I don't think.
You claw into this thing though, for a fair amount of damage. Anything else, Professor Bark?
I think that's literally all I can do.
Okay. You give a raptor roar as you kind of cut into the iron plating of this thing. You guys can only now communicate to Professor Bark by using like a raptor organ that you fashion to like a flute that you blow into. Give him back his eggs. All right, Tyne, you're up.
If he charges at you, just put a hand out.
You can tell it's me because I have like a little blue streak down my face.
Turn into Chris Pratt.
Whoa.
Tyne, you're up.
I move.
Start voicing Mario.
So I summon my unicorn, of course, right here.
Of course, we knew it was coming.
Bonus action. Let me just mark that down.
The whole reason why we're fighting level 10 mobs is level 5 characters.
Unicorn.
Yeah, I'll give you control.
Yeah.
Bam, there you go.
Stick control.
So I can set up its 30-foot aura. And that includes Opie.
You guys can all see that, right?
Sheesh. I love that class, dude.
And now I will, since I can see Forte. How down are you?
I'm down 38 HP.
38. Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
pretty hurt.
definitely. I am definitely casting Healing Word at 3rd level.
Dead HP.
So you get 13. Unfortunately, not the best rolls, but it works. And well, actually, I guess they're not bad. And then everyone in the aura gains what's my level? 5 HP, including myself.
Got me back over half. Thank you.
All right, that's action, move action, bonus action.
All right, very good time. That brings us to Lincoln. You're up.
Oh, Lincoln's rib dagger thing is scintillating with electricity from the lightning he absorbed last turn. So I'm gonna use my inspiration, and I'm gonna choose extra bonus action and advantage on my next D20 roll.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark to this feller that's right next to me.
All right, your Hunter's Mark transfers over to this one here. I'll put the icon on it.
And hiya! Hey, thank goodness I did. Thank goodness I did the advantage. That's 26 to hit.
Totally hits.
2 damage, and then I think it's a D6 of lightning. Yeah, D6 of lightning. It's 1d6. 4. Okay, so it's gonna be 11 damage, and then 4 lightning damage.
You're using the absorbed electricity from the lightning bolt that fired out. You just sort of like parry it back, slicing into the iron sphere as it catches some of the electricity at its side.
And I'll use my second attack. Oh, that would have been much better on the first one, but I'll take a crit.
Yeah, you get your good boy card right back.
I get an extra D4 on this crit, guys.
Oh,
Good boy.
So that's going to be 10 more damage.
Okay.
Free is free.
And I will make an offhand attack because I get an extra bonus action this turn. And that's going to miss, unfortunately. But that's okay. Altogether, that's going to be... What was it? 25? 25 damage.
You watch as Lincoln, using his weapons, just does a volley of strikes at the iron sphere. All right, with that, it is the iron sphere's turn. The one up top above you, Professor Bark, attempts to hit you with a blade that juts out of one of its open slits. 10 versus AC.
Miss.
Also, the acid damage takes place. Go ahead and do that.
Oh, it also takes acid damage. I'll do that. Keep rolling. Ow. 2.
All right, an additional 2 points. Hey, free damage is a free damage. Next up, a natural 20 versus AC.
It's a hit.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as a piston juts out and smashes you in the face.
Nice.
Finally, a spike juts out from the front of it. This time for 8 versus AC, likely going to miss.
8 misses.
All right.
The acid wears off as the first punch in the face.
All right, you see it move around just enough, flittering around and hovering in the air to get this acid damage off of it. It is
10 damage.
It's going to move right here, and it's going to stop. This one down here is going to move up here and swivel around this way, staying within distance of you, Lincoln. It opens up a slit, and you see a metal rod stick out as a lightning bolt fires out after it is recharged. Lincoln, Jimmy,
Don't
dexterity
like
saving throw, please.
Do not like it.
Lincoln, reroll.
Ooh, thank you, sir.
Jimmy.
I'll add a +1 to that.
Jimmy.
16.
Jimmy.
Oh, Uncle Jimmy, nice. What is all these? Look at these rolls. Take you a good luck card. All right. Lincoln, your new one is so 16 total. Okay, both of you save, and thus you take 14 points of lightning damage. Shifting out of the way, but still catching some of the lightning as you continue to have it, Jimmy.
Uncanny dodge.
Nice.
That iron sphere is done.
I'll need some of them tasty unicorn heals.
That brings us to Forte. You are up. Looks like Opie has downed his in the back.
Okay.
Oh, did we get unicorn heals on your last turn too? How much was that? 5? Cool.
Yeah, he gives everybody his level.
5
Nice.
for everybody in that circle.
In the circle, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It can only move the hammer 20 feet, so it can go there. I can't get an attack in with it this turn. But I will cast a Sacred Flame on it again because I don't really have any ranged things. Dex 14 save on the one next to Lankin, please.
All right, it attempts to move out of the way, and let's see, its modifier actually hits.
Okay, Sacred Flame, it's going to take 10 radiant damage.
All right, very nice. You see this thing beginning to sputter, some of the plating bouncing off of its form. You can kind of see some clockwork gears and mechanisms inside. What else you got, Forte?
That's it. I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Opie, you're up.
All right, so they're both still alive.
Yep. The one near
Okay.
Lincoln looking a little less put together than the one near Bark.
Okay, Opie's gonna move right there, and he's just gonna go for the one by Lincoln.
I will end it to prove to get my golden acorn.
14, no, right?
14 unfortunately misses.
14 again.
2 shots fired from Opie pass by your head, Lincoln, but unfortunately missed their target, the one in front of you. Anything else, Opie?
No.
Try.
That is all for me.
All right. Uncle Jimmy, you're up.
I'm gonna try to get the hell away from this thing. Or being in the line, pardon me. And take another shot at it. If it loads.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
Man.
can't have another
Crit
lucky
zero.
card, but that is crit damage.
Love to see it. Oh my goodness.
Fine. I
Slim we up to his
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
It didn't roll your crit damage.
Oh yeah, it didn't. What the fuck?
Did not, yeah.
What the hell? I'll just roll it manually.
Yeah, just roll it
46.
manually. Let me know.
I was gonna say you roll your sneak attack again too.
Hell.
Also, don't
Thank you.
forget, although it may not be impactful here, just don't forget that although the Phytan is not a particularly intelligent creature, it is a draft animal, you can still command it on its turn to use its pheromone spray once per day if you'd like to.
No
What's the
plus
range
3.
on that?
15 feet.
Pulling it up.
No plus 3, but still, that's a massive fucking hit. Was that 18 plus 17? 30 number?
35?
Well, yeah.
That's good. I'm good with 35. Sounds right.
With a 35, any of
No,
that
no, no,
magical.
No, it's doubled on the attack. It didn't roll right. It's supposed to be double on the attack, and the sneak attack does crit.
So what's
yeah.
Roll
what's it-
20's not
Yeah.
rolling correct.
Right. That's why
Yeah.
we added it for you all together.
Yeah, we've already done the
35.
math for you, man.
Are
So-
you just doubling what I rolled?
No,
No.
I'm adding what you rolled there. You rolled 46 plus 3, which you didn't need the plus 3, plus the thing that you rolled from Beyond 20.
Oh, I was just re-rolling in general since it wasn't rolling. That's fine. 35.
Oh,
is
No,
no.
it's there. We see
It
it.
did the
Yeah,
base
we
thing.
see it at least.
You just didn't do the crit.
Yeah,
damage.
it's in the chat. 35 damage halved is exactly the last bit of HP. What does it look like, Uncle Jimmy, when you take this thing down?
I shoot it. It's a ball. It goes through it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to coup de grace the monster from Phantasm.
You watch Lincoln as a bolt just strikes it and just like posts it into the tree at the far left of you all.
Cool.
I'll take my second attack at the other one then.
Sure. 16 just hits.
That'll be 8 piercing, non-magical, so I'm assuming 4 then.
All right, very nice. You fire another bolt that does hit. Anything else, Uncle Jimmy?
That's it.
Roll back up the top. Raptor Bark, you're up.
Raptor strike. I do a raptor strike. There's a semi-funny story about that I'll tell you one day.
Web.
But for now,
Damage plus flat.
Tell me of the
Raptor
Raptor
Strike.
Strike story. 10 versus AC, unfortunately misses.
10 misses. And that is all of this big guy's big move. His fucking raptor is garbage.
All right. Tyne, that means you're up, my friend.
Am I up? All right. Who needs it more, Opie or Lincoln?
Lincoln?
We're both probably Opie. I'm above bloodied. Opie's below bloodied.
Okay.
Actually, I'm at 25 now, which probably makes me not.
I'm at 26.
I'll take it. What do I get? 5 more?
Well, I'm actually gonna heal you.
Oh.
Tyne, Opie is your son, remember?
Yeah.
Your
Grandson.
grandson.
8 healing, then an additional 5 for everybody.
Including Jimmy and Forte, don't forget it.
Yep, everybody.
I
Everybody.
decided it in.
Fuck.
Almost back to good.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Let me just make this reminder again. Kill Tyne first, okay?
I won't. I will not let that happen.
All right. What else you got, Tyne?
I think that's it. I don't need to go anywhere.
All right. With that, we'll move on to Lincoln.
Okay. Move Hunter's Mark to that guy.
Yep. You train your sights on this one up top next to Bark.
And I'm going to move 5, and I'm going to throw 2 daggers at him. Get a
18
crit.
hits.
That's going to be 14 plus 1, 15. And then second attack. 9 is not going to do it. So
Yeah,
I'll
that
just
one
stick with
misses.
it's going to stick with the 15.
Strong strike from the first one, though.
It's, 10, 15. I mean, 2 points make a line, so it doesn't really matter where I move.
Nope.
Correct.
But I'll. Oh God, I don't know. Fucking whatever. I move back to where I was. Fuck it. I don't
Spins
care
around.
anymore.
You like watch the metal rod moving with you. All right. Is that it, Lincoln?
Yeah, it's all.
Okay. The Iron Sphere, unable to recharge its lightning bolt, will simply attack Professor Bark in Raptor form. 23 versus AC. 10 points of piercing damage as a spear juts out to strike you.
Oh yeah, Raptor's still alive, thanks to Unicorn.
23 versus AC again.
Oh shit, Raptor gonna die.
10 points of bludgeoning as a piston jets out, striking you in the side.
Ouchies. I took 8 real points of damage. Raptor die.
And then finally, this is going to be unnatural 20 versus AC.
Oh no.
That'll be 7 points of slashing damage as a blade comes out to cut you.
Took so much damage in the last round, god damn it.
It moves right here and ends its turn. Forte, you're up.
All right. I move the anvil up a little bit. I also move up a little bit. Just enough to get in range. I'm already in range. I don't need to move up that far. Sacred Flame, Dex save, DC 14, please.
Its dex save is a fail.
Please take 4 radiant damage.
All right. It heats up with a piercing radiant light as Forsay douses it in a radiant flame, sacred flame.
That is it.
All right, Opie, you're up. Last one appears to be still hovering in the air in front of Professor Bark, who's now shifted out of his raptor form back into Firbolg form.
All right. Opie will take a shot.
Take a shit.
That's a 19.
19 hits.
And a 14, which doesn't hit, but the 19 hits and it's 11 piercing.
All right, pretty good, pretty good. This thing begins to wobble a bit. Does your swarm attack it?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 more.
Not bad. All right.
And that's it for me.
All right. A successful hit from Opie in the back, firing off a shot from his bow. Uncle Jimmy, you're up.
Move up just a little bit. Take a shot.
Sure thing. 19 hits.
It's 11 sneak attack damage. Or excuse me.
Alright.
Second shot. 22.
22 hits.
That's 6 additional.
What does it look like when you down the final iron sphere?
Hey.
Same thing, quick shot to it.
The final bolt fired from Uncle Jimmy's crossbow strikes the side of the sphere, and with a couple jolts of sparking flying out of the open metal plates, it bounces across the ground. The trail ahead, the trail that leads you through at least most of the relatively undiscovered area of this first region of the Forlorn Passage, appears now to be cleared. Your quest fulfilled. You need only but return now to any Helper's Hand Guild to claim 25 gold pieces apiece for clearing this obstacle.
Nice.
We did it, you guys.
Is there any healing you all want to do before we move you and the cart back to the map?
Yeah, I think you know there is.
Yeah, I can help heal, but also I would like to harvest these metal contraptions if
You
possible.
should at least get the plating that had the logo of the asshole Durgar on it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I tell you guys that I saw that on them.
How would I go about this?
I'll say it's gonna take 1 hour, but give me a whatever your smithing tools or something, whatever check that you could use with a proficiency with your tools.
Yeah, I've got smith's tools, so
Give me a sleight of hand check then with that, with advantage since you're trained in those tools.
sleight of hand at advantage.
Yeah, man, that's the coolest part of Alchemist. You gotta remember to do the elixirs.
No, I've labored everything after this skill, and then I never used this skill.
Everyone got another 5 healing, by the way.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yes.
That would be a 14 with no bonuses at advantage.
You find 6 pounds of recoverable metal off of stripping the steel plating off of the bodies of these things, and yes, one of those includes the insignia of these scavengers on it.
Oh, you guys think Mr. Volth is behind this?
Yes.
Well, is there any way to know if they were after? Well, they were just out here, right? It's not like they came for us. We came looking for them, right, Jason?
They appear to be stationary, just kind of covering the length or width of this path that you know is kind of dotted around the Yorvale region. Before, only when you approached, they appear to be hostile.
Some sort of roadblock, perhaps.
He didn't do it to us, but he probably did do it.
That was said by someone who didn't get stabbed multiple times in the face.
We
They
can't. We can't really blame him for that, though. He didn't know
Yes,
that
he
we
did.
were gonna walk through here.
They are scoundrels and highwaymen. They clearly left these devices to slay anyone that comes.
You're not wrong.
How can you say that, Mr. Lincoln? You want to kill everybody we come across.
Fair point.
A child makes points.
Oh, right.
Opie
Does
is
anyone
a boss stand.
Additional healing?
I could use like 5 more, but it's not enough for you to waste a spell slot on it.
Well, that's what, yeah.
Unless you're just healing Bark for the heck of it.
I'm
I mean,
still
that's
like,
why I was at. If anyone could use, yeah.
yeah, I'm still like 13 points short. I was gonna look
Alright.
at my stuff first, see what I could do for me first.
The last thing I had cast
hold
was
on,
healing
hold on.
spirit, so the spirit can keep healing.
Oh,
You
that's
sit here in this fountain of fucking healing shit.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
The
If
fuck
you
is
can-
this?
Yeah,
Who
we
made
have
this? Who
this
put this in
downstairs.
D&D?
It's it's this spell.
I did. Like, this is an amazing healing class. I love it.
Yeah, don't waste healing spirit. It's not worth it. It's a level 2 spell.
Yeah,
What?
no.
Waste.
I had already cast it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's here already? Like,
Yeah,
you
I-
cast it?
Yeah, I did it a couple when I set. Bark got an additional 7, and everybody
Oh,
Okay,
got 5.
that's what you've been using. Okay.
Oh, then
Yes.
we're all topped off then.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
Like,
cool. I want to make sure.
because you'll have like 8 more rounds of it or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
just it's
okay.
here for a sec. Yeah, I already
gotcha.
cast it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move your tokens. If your tokens haven't been fully healed, just top them off.
I'm gonna make a nature check on the composition of the metal of these creatures. Can I do that?
Sure. I don't see why not.
10.
Is there
give you
anything in
advantage.
particular you're trying to like figure out?
I want to see if has any sort of like similarity to the specific alloy that we're looking for, or the material that he has us looking for. Maybe it's like an alloy and it's melted with it or something like that.
With
give
this
you
check,
advantage on
Lincoln.
Ooh, advantage, he
Yeah.
says.
Okay. Yeah.
That's gonna be 11 instead of 10.
Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't take too high of a check. You
Can
can
I-
tell Lincoln like nothing seems rare about this. This just seems
Okay.
like there's certain mechanisms inside that give the ability to hover. There's probably some magic going on here, but otherwise just normal steel hard coated plating.
It's still got,
Magical constructs.
it's still got the Home Depot sticker on it.
I'm sorry,
20 gauge steel.
Tyne, were you doing something?
No.
Okay. All right.
Did I say something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna say something, and I was just quickly filling everybody in. All right. Top yourself off, Professor Bark, on your tokens. If not, over on the right side. Otherwise, this event, this quest, has been cleared.
Ooh.
You may continue. You
Fair.
have 2 more spaces before needing to rest for the evening.
Well, do we want to go ahead and check out this statue? We wanted to anyway.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go to the statue.
All right, you move on towards the statue. That's going to be, whoops, an additional 2 hours. Someone go ahead and make a mark down there again. That's another tick on the clock, Amanda, as you reach 11 light time. You all press on, finding yourselves coming to a statue that looks similar to the illustration on your map. You notice a valiant-looking female figure adorned in what looks like knight's armor that sits atop a muscled steed, a long spear in one hand, a shield in the other. At the bottom, carved in stone on a plaque, it reads, Valia, the Crestfallen. There is some language underneath accompanying it, telling you that Valia was a Templar from Jaydra who came here to the Forlorn Passage, hoping to drive out the Blight. However, it eventually, despite all of the advantages she was able to pursue in helping those out around here in this region, was eventually consumed by it, and it took her life. The statue here was built to honor her sacrifice. She, like many other knights and guardians, once made their home at nightfall, a few hours travel eastward.
We shall succeed where she failed.
Yes. We shall save.
Onward! Okay, let's do 2 spaces we haven't done before. We can go around this rock, right?
Yeah, you can travel over the rock. You move here an additional 2 hours. The waning mix of the beetles in the sky, the gleedle can begin to give way as blight time approaches. It is now 1 o'clock blight time. Darkness covers the land. I'm sure someone out there can crack a torch to keep yourselves out of the darkness. Further travel ahead will require checks to make sure you don't get lost. Also, this is the last space you can technically move before pushing yourselves. On this square, as you move here, though, taking a look at the encounter chart I've kind of pre-rolled for everyone. Let us see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, nothing happens on this square. What would you like to do?
We get 1 more before exhaustion.
This is the last space. You could keep going. You just
Nope.
Right.
Rest it up.
Bed down. Let's get cozy.
All right, you pop
Big
your
boy.
tents out. Is everyone sleeping in a tent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put my haunted doll in front of our tent and say if anyone other than me or Bark comes close, it should scream.
Oh, so you can have some private time. See how it is. I like to think that it's just Lincoln like sitting awkwardly on his
No, it
bedroll,
is.
like staring at Professor Bark the whole time.
I was literally going to make that joke. Is that like I'm kind of like hunched down over him, like looking at him and just.
Enjoy rest.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Are you asleep yet?
What's that, England?
Everyone
Nothing.
hunkers down in their tents to get some rest, to cover the rest of the 14 hours for the full 24 hours that you need to rest before moving again without suffering or potentially suffering exhaustion. Everyone dies down to sleep. That is 4 more points off of the harmonic flux, Amanda, as you all wake up still in the darkness in a new blight time the following evening.
But we got our long rest.
Yeah, long rest in, everything's good. It's still very dark outside, but everything's good otherwise.
Excellent. Anybody need arrows or bolts? Nope. Okay.
No.
All right.
You know what we
Use-
do need, though?
What?
Ooh, big money, big money. We'll be needing to find out what a potion is. Whoa, roll.
Oh, your elixirs. I was like, what are you doing?
I still don't know what that
that's-
needle is.
The worst one.
We'll get there.
Does
I-
anybody want a potion of swift feet?
So do?
Me.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
looking so bony today. Here, have.
I can float ominously more quickly now.
Yes. There's an extra pep in your, I won't say step, but
I need to get close to stuff because I only have a 20-foot range for throwing daggers.
All right. Anything else before you continue on? Are you moving to this rock square next?
Yes.
All right. Before you actually move all the way, though, in Blight Time, I need someone, I'm pretty sure it's Uncle Jimmy, to give me a survival check to navigate. Lest you get lost in the dark.
Can I assist with it, or?
Yeah.
If you're trained, you can, yes.
We can like see the town on the horizon and we somehow end up like
Yeah.
15 miles away.
Jimmy, keep it straight. Go that way.
at advantage. There you go, Jimmy.
All right, everything is
24 total.
fine. It is pitch black. However, you do continue to move in what you assume to be the right direction. 2 more hours pass. We're at 5 blight time. You can mark that off. Here, as you continue to trek, making your way closer to this first delivery, someone give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a d6, please.
You want chat to do it?
4.
There you go. Opie, thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you continue along, you notice there is quite a lot of wagon dust being kicked up in this very dusty part of the trail as a bad weather effect takes place. Some of you try to cover your mouths, others try to throw something over as you cough as the dust collects here in the darkness, making it much more difficult to see and breathe since you can't see the clouds themselves. Let me see. Time, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put a +1 on this. I feel like. Yeah, 13.
Okay, you just avoid breathing in a huge portion of the dust and are able to kind of throw up some of your pelts over your mouth as each of you kind of cough through this wagon dust cloud, pushing on. All right, you can continue to move if you'd like to.
Nightfall.
You continue to travel, mark off that square behind you as you travel another 2 hours at normal pace. That's another mark off of the harmonic flux, Manda. We're at 7 blight time. It is dark here, but you see as you begin to push in to nightfall, this town that has this strikingly large purplish crystal that rises up into the air. As you near it, despite the blight time sort of covering everything outside of in front of your hand in this darkness, as you approach about a mile out, you're able to see the faintest glint of the crystal itself. And you can also now see as you approach the front gates, several of the interior of the town's homes and buildings have all kind of sort of like candlelight. There's lamp posts within the town that kind of covers the trails inside of the city. It appears that once inside of the city walls here, there's enough illumination so that you don't have to deal with the necrotic damage from the blight. As you all enter, cutting to the chase, you are all able to speak with some of the representatives of the Nightfall area of this town and deliver the needed supplies as you kind of uncrate them from the back and hand them off to the citizens. In return, that relieves you of 25 pounds in your wagon, and you are each given 25 gold pieces in return.
Nice.
You can rest here if you'd like to. This would not require any con check. There are soft beds, 5 gold pieces a night. There are some merchants here if you want to buy anything. Otherwise, you may continue. It's up to you all.
Let's fucking go.
All right, where are you moving to next?
Now, gonna go to the immolated hilltop, or should we go down to the Gleedokin temple first?
Maybe the temple, and then like we take a big U-turn up to the hilltop.
Temple.
And what was the
I think
purpose
that's a
of this again?
This is the temple. This is this cute centaur lady that carved us little voodoo dolls of ourselves.
Might head that way too on a.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we could swing it around. Man, it's too bad we didn't get any like off-road tires for this part.
Right.
But I guess we'll just have to.
You'll have to wait.
That's too
Yikes,
bad,
dude.
isn't it, Luke? It's too bad.
Wait, can we buy off-road tires here?
No.
Oh,
Not
okay.
they don't have the
man.
they don't have the ability to do that here. There's no stable to do that.
Straight downward we go. Then.
All right, you continue on. I need a survival check first to successfully make it to that square, please. Whomever can make this roll, but I need somebody to do it.
I can assist somebody. I'm trained in survival.
I'd like to.
Driver, go for it.
Jimbo, at advantage.
19.
All right, you successfully navigate to this square that is 2 more hours off of the clock. As you navigate here, nothing happens. You may press forward on 2 more times before needing to rest. You move here 2 more hours. That's another tick off the clock, Amanda. I need another survival check as we hit 11 blight time. The Gleedokin's about to come back for you all. All right, still fine. You continue to press forward, knowing and using the map as your guide, Uncle Jimmy, as you kind of guide the cart. This area here, event-wise, nothing happens. You may continue to press forward.
Maybe we should go to this one.
All right, you press here. That is 2 more hours on the clock. And about halfway through here, the light of the Gleedokin swarms above you begins to coalesce above you as you now see the blight dissipating and light time begins anew. It is 1 o'clock light time. No checks needed to successfully navigate here. You make your way here. Also, over in the distance, everyone can see, as the Gleedokins coalesce in the sky, you see one of them, a straggler from the swarm above, begins to descend and land in the nearby brush. One person can make me a sleight of hand and animal handling. I think those are the only 2 checks to attempt to try and capture this Gleedokin.
I have +7 in animal handling.
I can give you advantage on it. I'll help you. I'm tall.
Sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Send it.
Take the shot. Yeah.
23.
Nice.
All right. Using your proficiency with animal handling, Tyne, you step up, and your experience with being more comfortable with animals than humans, you are able to adeptly and softly extend a hand, and almost out of curiosity, the glowing, bright, almost torch-like radiance of the Gleedokin crawls off of the large leaf and onto your hand as you collect the Gleedokin. You have grabbed yourselves a new one. You can attempt to make a check to see if you recognize what this one may be. That'd be a survival check, or I'm sorry, a nature check. Otherwise, you could always try to take them to the Gleedokin people down here. What are they called? The Scuttle Shrine, in order to have it appraised for free.
I can give somebody advantage.
I was gonna say
Professor
I can as well.
Bart. Yeah.
17
Okay.
nature, Professor Bark. Are you going to roll again
13.
for 19?
Yeah, 17. 17 was the best.
Okay, that's fine. It still works. 17. You are able to recognize which family of creature this has and what effects it might have. Please give me a D12 roll.
Nine.
12. 9. You discover that this particular species of Gleedokin is known as the Tykel. Again, if slotted into one of the 3 slots that is inside of your wagon in the harmonic emitter, anytime any of you are within 30 feet of your wagon, you receive the following benefit, which is +5 to your movement speed.
Ooh,
Hells yeah.
that seems like way better than resistance to disease or whatever.
Let's
Yeah.
hook that in. Well, I mean, we can take out the unidentified one because we don't know what it is
Oh
yet.
yeah, yeah. I guess take out the unidentified one for now. Put
Sure.
in the +5 movement speed one.
Yeah, you have 3 slots, so
What's the radius on that again?
30 feet around the cart.
Sick. That's great. That's a S tier.
Yeah.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Technically, here you'd need to rest without, pushing exhaustion, but it's up to you all.
Sleep. This time,
All right.
I'll keep watch this time.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, that's gonna be. Let's see here. You need an additional 12 hours, so that's going to bring you exactly to 1 blight time as you all begin to rest As you wake here, sleeping in your tents, everyone please give me a Constitution saving throw.
We never have to do this, Jason.
I know. Well, that's probably because sometimes I'm just stupid and forget.
So wait, how did we?
Jesus Christ!
How did we travel a whole day before the sun came up, and now we're waking up and the sun's going down again?
What?
That's how it works, man.
Flight time, right?
Well,
Okay.
you have to wait whatever is left in a 24-hour period before you can begin traveling again. So you traveled 5 spaces at 2 hours apiece. That's 10 hours. You need to wait an additional. Well, technically, it'd be 14 hours for 24. So it actually puts you at 3 blight time. You can move 5 spaces, and then you have to wait the additional hours for a whole 24-hour day.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, we should have hung out instead of just charged off.
So that's 4 points off of the harmonic flux, Amanda. Also, really quickly, delivering those supplies to Nightfall nets you 5 points to the harmonic flux.
Nice.
Good, because we're getting like a little low.
Yeah, +1.
Everyone checks for fine. You
Nice.
wake up fine. It is blight time outside. However, no one suffers exhaustion. You are more than welcome to move if you need to. Or continue
So we can
pressing on.
move during blight time?
You can, as
Yeah.
long as you're making those survival checks to be able to still understand where you're going.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Alright.
It's Jim. I don't fancy our chances in the dark.
Y'all want to move right here or here?
Probably the one on the left.
Okay.
All right, you move here. Before you hit that space, I need a survival check to make sure you actually get where you're trying to go.
With advantage.
All right, 16, you're fine. 2 more hours pass, you're at 5 blight time. You move here and nothing happens. You may continue to press forward. You have 4 more spaces to go.
I would like to raise the point that walking in the forest in the dark has got to be much more difficult, and I think that we have pressed our luck enough traveling in the dark. And
That's
suggest that we
probably
wait until
true.
the light comes up.
So much can happen in the dark.
Yes,
So much.
very dangerous
I
things.
agree.
That's a good point, Professor.
So, let's all split up and try and find some goodies out in the... let's forge and repair and all that kind of stuff before we go into the first.
Okay, what do you want to do? You guys let me know.
How's the cart look?
You guys have moved quite a few spaces. At this point, yeah, you hear a slight rickety bounce, and feel a rickety bounce in the cart. It's still okay, but you know, you see a couple pieces of wood that have plopped off after you've kind of headed off the main trail here.
Mending.
Yeah, same. Mending.
All right, you spend 1 hour with some mending. Both of you give me a D4 check. No need to see if you heal. You just automatically do, and it's a D4 worth. Ooh, very nice. All right. Cart is looking like it is in much better shape after an hour passes and each of you mended up. That puts us at 6 blight time, another point off of the harmonic emitter mana. Are you guys resting until light time comes, or are you foraging? What else?
I'm fine resting.
Jason,
Yeah.
does that Gleedokin, does that make the wagon move faster?
No.
Okay.
Not enough to affect your traveling pace.
Okay.
Yeah, we're waiting till light time.
Right, if that's the case, everyone hunkers down, and then We bring the clock back to 12. 2 more points off the harmonic emitter. As the blight begins to give way, the Gleedlekin begin to coalesce up in the sky again as light time approaches.
Okay.
And you all were stationary for some time. Let's see if an event happens. Opie, you're able to notice. Actually, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a d6 roll.
1.
Opie, you see what looks like, kind of bounding around in the fields nearby, a very furry, thick-furred dog-like creature. Its fur a bright green, covered with what look like black spots. It seems to be panting with almost like a smile on its face as it bounds around, and throwing its head up, it turns to see you all, kind of gathering your things ready to head out again. Its ears throw up, and it sniffs your way almost curiously. It's about 50 feet out.
If Opie's the only one that sees it, Opie's gonna go towards it without telling other people.
And as everyone is gathering the supplies and getting ready to press forward, Opie kind of presses forward towards the animal. It sniffs your way and begins to slowly, almost out of curiosity, move towards you. Opie, please give me an animal handling check.
18.
You spend a couple minutes while everyone sort of just lets you out of their sight as you pet the creature. Its furry head is soft to the touch, and it pants with a smile on its face as you kind of rub its head and scratch it behind the ears. It licks your hand and arm as you do, and then just as quickly as you found this thing, it begins to bound off back into the brush and disappears. The experience was a nice one, Opie. Despite all the dangers here, you were able to find a friend. You are elated.
Nice.
And also have rabies.
That's me whenever I pet a dog. I'm elated.
My face wouldn't stray cat.
Yeah.
All right, you have 5 new spaces ahead of you, at least until you enter this forest. What would you like to do?
Guess we're headed in, right?
Let's forge the forest.
Here?
All right. You begin to trek into the Horseshoe Wildwood. You can mark the space off behind you. 2 hours pass. It is light time, but you begin to press forward here into a little bit of the darkness, but not the blight, just the darkness of the canopy of the woods around you. We hit 2 o'clock light time. That's another point off the harmonic flux, Amanda. As you press forward, each space in here is technically considered difficult terrain. You move at half speed in difficult terrain, so you can cover only half the normal distance that you typically would. So at a normal pace, you'd technically be able to move a hex every 2 hours, but now they'll be every 4 hours. So you can only move at a travel pace of 10 hours a day, meaning that you'd only technically be able to move 2 spaces here in the woods without, pushing for that exhaustion.
Special tires.
Yeah, it'd be cool if we had some tires or something.
Somebody should have made a better argument back when we were.
There was really a good argument both ways.
Hey, Kyle, you can't take my side.
That is me taking your side.
My
There
side
was a
only.
Oh no.
There are good people on both sides of the argument.
Oh, fucking liberal over here.
Nice, dude.
I did it. I killed them all. I did it. It was me.
I shot them all. It was me. I'm guilty. All right. Let's probably move here. So
All right, you
Not
press
canceled.
forward. This actually takes 4 hours instead of the standard 2 because it's difficult. So it puts you at 6 light time. It's another mark off the harmonic flux. Here, nothing happens again. You continue to trek through the thick, overgrown, tangled nature of the Horseshoe Wildwood. Where else would you like to go?
Go out the other side so we can make the numbers nice.
yeah,
Right
I
here?
like the middle.
Oh, okay.
I
I
can go
don't.
to. No, I like Kyle's suggestion.
Out the other side.
Just to be a contrarian.
Sure.
All right, you press forward one more time through the woods. That is 2, 3, 4 more hours, bringing you to 10 o'clock light time. Another mark off the harmonic flux. Technically, you would have to settle down here for the evening because you had to travel so slowly through the dense, compacted area of the Horseshoe Wildwoods, trying to navigate this wagon through it. But you can press on if you'd like to. It's up to you all.
Before we settle down or whatever, can Opie make like a tracking check? Because if there's a temple in here, even though there's no roads, like there would be some kind of traffic to or from.
Probably, yeah. You could make a check. Do you have like a skill or something that gives you training in that? Aren't you like a ranger with
Well,
tracking and stuff?
he's a ranger. I mean, no, his only really skill is tracking animals.
I'd say you could still give me a like a survival check to see.
Okay, I'm just gonna use this to give me advantage, because why not?
Well, hold on. Can I want? Save
Do you want to
your card.
assist?
Yeah. Well, no. Save your card. I can just because this goes away at the end of the round.
Only
I
for
don't use
you,
it.
Kevin.
Doesn't say that. Oh, no, you did say that, didn't you, Jason?
Only for you. I'm sorry.
I remember things sometimes.
It's okay.
Well, I'll save it anyways, because I'm elated, so I get a D4.
There you go.
R.
Oh, hey, 18.
With an 18 check, you feel like you are 1 hex adjacent to where the shrine may be.
Nice.
I can't tell which direction though.
Not with the 18.
Okay.
Well, that's there or there. We got a 50-50
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, it's true.
You guys want to risk pushing on?
That's
up to
probably
you all.
fine.
You know what? Into the game gamble, let's do it.
Okay.
I think we should make Tynar drive, though. Just, in case we have to make a check.
I think we need to go into the middle slot.
Wink,
Oh,
wink.
true. Yeah, I'll drive. Do you need a break, Jim? Union break, right?
No. I mean, you can just point. I'll.
He's got a card that lets him succeed on a skill check.
You know
I'll
what?
just point it out to him. Yeah.
You take the reins. I'm gonna fill up and get some sleep.
Right?
Yeah, union break. Get some more coffee.
So fucking stupid. Okay.
It's your mechanic, Jason.
All right.
We didn't abuse it by using cards on other people's.
All right. So wait. What are you using, Tyne? What are you doing?
Oh no! Wait a minute. Do we have to make any check? It's not blight time.
Yeah.
No, not in here.
Well,
You're
because we're
confusing
pushing on.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
That'll be a
yes.
save
That'll be a con save to each of you, though.
for all of us. Yeah.
So where are you moving? That's my first
Oh.
question. Moving here.
Oh.
Okay.
Middle.
Yeah, sure.
Middle.
Yeah, but then never mind.
Well, we'll rest anyway, so even if you get 1 point.
That pushes you all into blight time. The darkness of the forest begins to get really dark now that the blight time has appeared. I need everyone to please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh wait, what?
Hey, finally a good roll on one of these. Fuck.
It's not what you want to see. Luckily,
However, I've got whatever the emulated, and I've got a card for you.
Oh yeah,
emulated. He's emulated.
There you go. There's a 4 with that. I got boils on my face. I'm emulated.
All right.
And another default.
Emulating.
Perfect.
What is happening? What is going on?
We're loading a ROM at the moment.
All right, Lankin, you are fine. Forte, you take a point of exhaustion. Tyne, point of exhaustion. Opie, point of exhaustion. Professor Bark, you are fine. Uncle Jimmy, what was your total after all the stuff?
Yeah, 9 total.
You take a point of exhaustion.
Jesus. See, I tried to take one break and look what happens. He drives us out in the freaking on the road.
You're all a little worse for wear trying to expend extra energy, especially in the darkness now, to helpfully navigate the Phytan draft animal through the kind of difficult pathways here that make up the forest. However, as you continue on in the darkness up ahead, you begin to see hanging from some of the trees what look like a mixture of they almost look like pieces of straw and wood made into these lanterns, and instead of sort of like a light inside from candlelight, you see small what almost look like tinier versions of Gleedokin, these small glowing bugs or maybe even fireflies inside that serves as lanterns. And up ahead you see a large dark brown looking house or temple of some type with a curved roof at the top, and on the front, although there's no indication of writing or anything denoting it, a large carved out wooden sculpture of a what looks to be Gleedokin on it. What do you all do?
I think we decide next week what we do.
It is that time.
It is that time, that's true.
I charge into the temple.
We save, and then we charge into the temple. Just to, murder some people, get some aggression out.
They put a save point out here for some reason.
There's like a glowing blue crystal floating off the ground nearby, so you can scum save and murder everyone just to see what it'd be like, and then reload.
I feel the need to write in this glowing book for some reason.
There's like
Record
a chest
our
nearby.
exploits.
This chest somehow has infinite inventory space for whatever reason. There's no weight limit. That's a good place to wrap up. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you everyone for joining us. Happy to have you, Bandit Jack. Happy to have you in the chat, Bay. Thank you, Discordian, Mama Bear, anybody else I may have missed. A huge thank you to Mecca for following. I hope you enjoyed tonight's session. If you missed any of these episodes, you can always find them here on our VODs or over on our YouTube. Please go follow those links that'll lead you to my link.bio page. It has all kinds of goodies like the YouTube, Patreon, all kinds of ways that you can support the channel. Go follow that stuff. Thank you so much for stopping in. If you want, go grab you a seat in my Thursday night game. We're only 3 sessions in. The perfect time to jump in there. Go check out the details of that link. Don't forget, a new giveaway for a new Baglin happening next week. So stop in so that you have a chance to win him. We're going to be rolling die to see who wins this guy. So if you're not on like a desktop computer, if you're on mobile with more of a delay, you still have an opportunity to win this one because it'll be slightly more random. But for those of you who are in chat, hang out with us. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. If you haven't already and you enjoy the content here, please give the channel a follow. We're building a fun monster catching D&D mix outside of this. We stream 5 days a week, not just Fridays, so make sure and check out that content. I'm going to go raid someone really quickly. Let's go take a look and see who is live so we can take all of you here who enjoy watching some D&D stuff. Let's go raid the Adventurers Pack. They've been nice to us, and it's fun to go watch them after this. So make sure, give Adventurers Pack some love. Drink plenty of water. Take care of yourselves out there. Hopefully none of you who are part of my audience were affected too much by that hurricane that slammed through us this past week. But anyways, yeah, take care of yourselves. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday night. And I hope to catch you all next time. Goodbye, everybody!
One of the players Robbie played with got carried away and killed him.
That's kind of far out.
mazes and monsters is a far-out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?